Hello, 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 hello. How are we doing, guys? So, looks like so far we've got 29 people in here. So, let's get those numbers pumped up. We got to fucking pump those bad boys up. So, let's say hello to everyone. So, still a couple minutes before I get started, but I wanted to say hi. You guys know, as is tradition, I've got coffee to heat up, stocks to look at, and black screens to fix. So we got Suxi, Nick G, Oscar, Frosty Phenom, Golden Bruin, Robert, Deftones, Cowboy, Nobles, Dave, Dustin, Cold Grapes, Mighty Moose, Michael D, and Donabelle. How are we doing, everybody? How are we doing, guys? So, like I said, as is tradition, you already know that I'm going to make myself a very nice warm cup of coffee. And in the meantime, Jackie is going to give out some little testy background scenes and see if these actually work correctly. So let's flip over to this one and let's see if I got the stream and everything is up on the TV beside me here. So I'm gonna make sure that I don't fuck any of this up today. No black screens, no silliness, but the Latits countdown stream. So that was awesome. That was pretty cool. Thanks, Bananito, for doing that, buddy. You're an absolute fucking G. So now we're gonna head to the countdown screen. We've got the timer set, so you guys see in about 2.5 minutes we're gonna get this thing moving, and yeah, we're gonna have some fun today. Lots and lots and lots of things to talk about. More specifically, today's stream is gonna be for the Discord members that were asking for options help. I've already made an options video once before, but I figured maybe we could just clean it up and try again. But I can already see dudes across the street that are walking door to door that are probably here to tell me about the Bible of Jesus. I'm not particularly interested, so I'm going to go ahead and hit pause on this. And if you hear the dog go crazy, that's because there's Mormons at the door. BRB. Oh, and hello to Just Bodies, Chang Chang, and Clint Mansell. How's it going, guys? All right, 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 all right. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, so we've now got 50 people in here. We've doubled the amount that we had prior. That's fantastic. Maple says, hello, Popcorn. I am at home today. So everybody say hello to Maple at home today. Luke Bowerman, Villains, Benedito, Cliff Jumper, Henrik Steele, Saputza, Timo, Saputza. Dave says possible Zim breakout. So what do you guys think? You like my transition so far? So check this out, all right? So I've now set it up where we've also got my broker on a completely separate screen, okay? So let me just actually scale this properly. Apparently I can't, so that's not good, but that's okay. Maybe what I have to do is close this first, maybe, and then go here and do this, and no. Okay, so that's a bit of a fuck up, but no problems. It's a work in progress. Okay. All right, so you guys can see my broker. It's there now. So that's good. So we've got the broker screen, then I've also got the main screen. So now you no longer should have to worry about black screen. So that is awesome, very legal, very cool. We're making progress. I'm feeling like less of a boomer. So good, cool, very awesome, good stuff to see. So just taking a quick peek at Rum. If Rum doesn't fucking hold here and now, I would just GTFO. Okay, but you guys can see I've drawn a little bit of what resembles a bull flag. So, you know, I'm hoping that it's going to bounce from here. Maybe I should close some of this because it's just taking up way too much fucking speed. So let's do that. What's my PC? Oh, we're barely fucking even touching the PC's usage at all. Not a problem, buddy. So back to Rum here really quick. So Rum, it better fucking hold here and now. Otherwise, this is going to get dusted. Maybe if we draw a fib, this will be like a 382 that it's trying to bounce off of. Look at that, a 382 that it might be trying to bounce off of. That's very, very, very good support. If it does not hold this as support, right, you've got this gap fill that's pretty clear right in here, right? So if it doesn't hold that, it's pretty clear that you're going to fill this gap remaining in here. So for those of you that are watching Rum, it's really like it's a now or never moment for this thing. It's either going to hold 528 or this thing's going to drop and you're going to see it come back, fill this gap at 490. There's a very specific reason I drew the bull flag the way that I have, because I have my profit target up here at $9. You guys know how my indicator works. It's very, 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 very good. Okay, it's got a 95% probability of working, okay? And that 95% probability is based when price is trending in that direction. And currently, I would argue that price is certainly trending in that direction. So what I would say to the guys in Rum right now is you really need to see it hold, just like it is. This is very, very positive development so far, okay? This is really good to see. All right, we zoom that out onto the hourly. Now you can see the bull flag, right? You can see, and I've drawn it a couple different ways. So one of them has the smaller flagpole, right? The other one is directly from the bottom. Both of those giving you potential profit target, one of $9, the other one all the way at 11. Okay, so like I said, with Rum, you need to see it hold right here and now. Sorry that I'm starting with Rum. I just got absolutely bombarded with questions about this fucking thing. I'm not even trading it, so I don't know why people are looking at me on this one, but it's $9, man. I still feel good. Like, you have not broken any macro areas of support yet, right? You've got huge support right here. This is your macro 236. You've got massive support right here at this 3A2, which is signaling a good strength in the uptrend, right? So as far as I'm concerned, like, Rum is not spooking me whatsoever yet. It looks great, okay? So don't be afraid of this drop, right? And it's like, to put this into fucking perspective, it's 108% up versus 20% down, right? So, okay, so now that we got that stupid fucking stock out of the way, Zim. So I was talking about this with Milch yesterday, and we discussed this, okay? Also posted in the Jackie's Plays room for you guys. Okay, what was that? Okay, that's the target. Okay, good. So Zim, okay, we talked about this, how this might be a bump and run reversal. Okay, so we'll pull this over here so you guys can see it properly, okay? So this is what I think Zim is currently in. Okay, that would imply that the profit target is up here, okay, at the prior high. Okay, so that's how you take these profit targets. The profit targets on bump and runs are the highs of where it starts to form. Okay, and you guys can see that the example that they use directly from the website is almost identical to what you see here. Okay, so in my opinion, if Zim breaks this diagonal white trend line, which it currently looks like it's in the process of, right? If it breaks this white trend line and pushes off, you've got this bull flag that it's been inside of, okay, that it might be breaking out from. This is the potential measured move off of that, okay? Then you can see I've got profit targets labeled, so $16, right? Even just from where price is now to that $16 is 10%, right? The full profit target, right, off of this potential trade is going to be all the way up here at $27, which again, just to put this into perspective, okay, is like almost 100% gain from where we are right now. So this is why Milch and Jackie were going crazy about Zim, because this thing made a bull flag, broke out, consolidated it into a bull flag again, and might see another significant breakout, especially of this long-term downtrending diagonal trend line, right? So Zim, you know, this is one of the only stocks that's actually green on the day. So shout out Milch and Jackie for that one, because this actually looks really, 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 really positive, okay? So if you're not already in this, you know, you don't have to FOMO in, you know, maybe it makes sense ultimately for this thing to break out, come back, test the breakout zone, and then boost, right? Something that we've talked about for basically the last 3 weeks. Okay, so maybe that's the way that you'll want to trade this. This is not FOMO into this because Jackie said it's going to the moon. That's no. All right, so we've done the 2 stocks that I want to just quickly get out of the way for everybody. Bull, really quick. Everybody was panicking this morning, and I was laughing, and I literally sat there and told you 1150, and then somebody said it broke, and no, it didn't. That's a wick, and then it bounced, and just again to put this into perspective, that's a 2.5% bounce off of that bottom, right? And now it's doing the exact thing that I told you. If you watch the bull video, right? This is not bullshit, right? If you watch the bull video that Jackie posted on his channel, so you guys are with me, we're going to open up my YouTube channel right here. There's the bull, right? There's the bull video 3 days ago. Okay, 3 days ago. And I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to do this to prove a point, okay? So if you'll notice in the video, I talked about how the 1 hour RSI very likely to come down and touch this 1 hour trend line, right? And then we'd see a bounce. And if you didn't bounce, you would reject here again, come down, make a 5th touch of bullish divergence, and then boost. Okay? Now, if we look at the chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. 6 touches of bullish divergence now. Okay? Arguably 5 because this is not a bullishly divergent touch, but these are between these lows. Okay? So you've got arguably 4, 5, 6 touches of bullish divergence on the hourly time frame. Again, continuing to hold this downturn trend line. Okay, you see this trend line that I've drawn, right? If I drew it, you know, maybe a little bit nicer. Okay. So with regards to this, right, this is very, very simple. If bull does not start breaking up like here and now, this is probably going to get dusted, and you should probably just cut the trade. Right? Nobody should be red on this thing. Right? We talked about buying it in here this entire time. Nobody should be red on this fucking thing. And if you are, it's okay to cut it for a tiny loss. All right? And I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen. And I'm not saying that this thing is going to die. Okay? Please do not misconstrue my words. All right? I don't think this thing is going to die. Okay? We open up the 4 hour time frame really quick. Okay? This is a lower low than this one here. That's technical bullish divergence. You open up the daily time frame. We don't care about the indicators right now. Look at what's happening. You've got a golden cross that's happening right now as price action tests it and is holding above both of those moving averages. A golden cross on a daily time frame, while it's being tested, you could not have a more bullish and easier to manage risk and reward trade. This is as simple as it gets. Right? This is literally as simple as it gets. You're risking 3% to make 17%. Trading doesn't get easier than this. you've got macro support, macro support. If it breaks macro support, your trade's probably dead, right? That's simple, right? But Jackie also has targets, right? Because you guys all know how much I love the little indicator. I have targets that are telling us 1371 and 1435 are entirely possible to get back to. 1435, just for the record, now that sets your trade up at plus 20% while only risking 3 for an 8-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Things simply do not get easier from a risk-reward and trade management perspective than what you are seeing play out on Bull right now. Okay, so I just wanted to get those 3 stocks out of the way, and now we can start talking about some of our favorite stocks, right? So GameStop. Going to hide this from everyone for just a moment because we don't trade fractals. We just do proper actual technical analysis here. We don't trade fractals. We're not dumb. So with regards to GameStop, right, you've got this giant bear flag. You've got the breakdown of the bear flag. You're inside of the golden pocket, but it's barely holding as support. You've already tested it once and you barely got a push out from that. Now you're back into that golden pocket. Now, if we go back to the thing that Bananito has brought up to us many, many, many times, all right? So we take the fib from this low to this high. Look at what happened here, right? Tested the golden pocket, came back, rejected the 0.5, back to the golden pocket, some consolidation at or below as resistance, and then the big drop. Head on over to where we're at right now. Golden pocket, reject the 0.5, back to the golden pocket, consolidate at or below it as resistance, and flush. Right? Simple, 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 simple fucking trading. Stop over fucking complicating these things. Seriously. Look. Golden pocket, reject the 0.5, come back, consolidate at or below the golden pocket, and flush. Seriously, Bananito is probably the biggest fucking gangster in the Discord for sharing that. This is like one of the coolest little things that I've seen from a technical perspective as we track the algorithm. Right? That's just absolute fucking insanity. Right? And once again, like you can do this. Right? Golden pocket, back to the 0.5, reject, consolidate, flush, boom. Okay? And it's going to look different when we're looking at this section of price action, okay, and this section, okay? And the reason being is after the sneeze, all right, there was so much volatility, so much options fuckery at this stage, okay, that all of the swings that happened in the first 2 times that the algorithm played out, okay, those first 2 swings were going to be insanely volatile and were not going to look the same, okay, but they are unequivocally the exact same pattern. Okay, and again, how do I know this? If you guys have followed me, right? Here's your horns. Sharp move down, base, sharp move down. Rounding formation, fuck you. Sell off the fuck you into the bull trend. Into the horns. Sell off, sideways, sell off. Rounding formation, fuck you. Into the horns. Okay, I know that they're the same thing. I don't have to think about it. I know for a fact that they're the same thing. It's just that this area of price action is going to look significantly more volatile, and it will not look, in terms of its structure, it will not look the same because of that same volatility. But then you see, as we push further out, right, and is the quote-unquote shorts get more control, which they don't have any of, by the way, but for the point of this, right, look at how much more controlled it is and how much easier it is to see these things, right? It's very clear. Horns, horns, horns. Right? It's all very, very clear and very structured. Okay? And you're now, if we swip to the weekly, okay, turn off all the drawings, you are in that rounding formation. Okay? And we talked about this a couple days ago. This weekly candle is this one right here. They are unequivocally the exact same fucking thing. And what leads after that candle is a sharp sell-off into the fuck you. Sharp sell-off into the fuck you. I'm not dumb. I got us. Okay, so everybody just chill the fuck out. You're going to watch GameStop come down here. I already wrote in the Discord so everybody can hold me accountable. I already said in the Discord that I expect GameStop into Power Hour to absolutely get fucking crushed. Okay? I anticipate that that crushing is going to look something to the tune of about 3.5% down. At that 3.5% down, you are going to complete this little harmonic. And there might be an opportunity for us to make a quick buck to the upside, okay? Now, why do I say that? My indicator is flashing a signal to me, okay? Now, normally when my indicator flashes a signal, all right, it's telling me that price action is going to come back, all right, to this spot. Now, because we've broken down on the 5-minute, my indicator flashed a signal, okay? And it's indicated that at 14:06, we are likely to return to that. So how would a trade look like from this instance, okay? So let's say, for example, that we get our harmonic completion down here at 1350, okay? And then what we do is we draw a fib from the high of the harmonic to the completion, okay? Now, the completion hasn't happened yet, but when you complete a harmonic, my profit targets always are 382s and golden pockets, right? So what I'm about to show you is going to blow your fucking mind. How much you want to bet, okay? I haven't drawn this yet. How much you want to bet that 1406 is going to be the 382 Fibonacci from this high to this low? How many of you would like to place that bet? Okay? I'm going to give you guys a couple 30 seconds to give me your answers. Do you say yes or no that 1406 is going to be a 382 Fibonacci from the high of the harmonic to the potential completion? Put your answers into the chat now, and then we'll put this together. I'm going to take a sip of my hot coffee since I don't ever do that. All right. So I can tell that the lag between the stream and the things I say is significantly timed. All right, so I've got my first two answers. Saputsa and Villains say yes. So let's go ahead. We're going to draw that harmonic, or excuse me, the Fibonacci from the high, okay, to the low of the completion. Okay? And look at this. There's your 382. This is the potential completion. Look what happens if I just manipulate it just a little bit. So what if it completes the harmonic and it wicks? Okay, let's just say, for example, it wicks here. That wouldn't be out of the realm of the things that you see with harmonic patterns, okay? So just a quick example of one of these exact same patterns, okay? You can see that the completion on RTY, okay, technically came in right here. Oops. Technically came in right here. But you see how it wicked above, right? So we can probably, okay, expect that exact same thing, all right, to happen with GameStop. Okay, so what you're probably going to see is this thing flushes down, okay, wicks, okay, it's going to wick and then bounce, okay? And I think, all right, that there might be enough opportunity for folks, if you want to, okay, that you could take this potential trade, right, and if it bounces off of this harmonic completion, there's a potential 4 to 5% gain to be made. Okay, now I know it doesn't sound like much, but if you're trading weekly call options on GameStop, okay, there actually is very significant money to be made. Why do I say that? 2 weeks ago, right, we caught, where was it? This, okay, we caught this little move, okay? When we bought options here, and we saw that price had a nice 5% push off of those lows, those call options on the weekly, okay, went up 100%. Okay, so in my opinion, some weekly options, if we do trigger this harmonic and get the completion, potentially all the way down to 1340, there might be anywhere from 4 to 5% to make on common stock only, right? And if you're trading options, some weekly options, there might be the opportunity that you could make 50 to 100% gain. Now, let me make this very, very, very fucking clear. Besides the fact that none of this is financial advice, let me make this exceptionally clear, okay? Do not put your life savings on a potential call that is a simple in and out trade. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Do not put life savings or massive amounts of money on a trade that is going to be in and out. This, what might happen, okay? What might happen with GameStop on this little pop, okay, is only meant to be a practice trade for those of you that are uncomfortable trading weekly options. Now, I am not telling you to do this trade. You guys are free to do as you want, okay? That being said, this is a great opportunity for practice. If we get the harmonic completion and people take a call option right here, you're going to risk losing about 10% on your call. Okay? You're going to risk losing 10% for the opportunity to make 100. Okay? Now, I also need to make this very, very fucking clear. This is an in and an out trade. Okay, let me open up the broker, which is dead. Of course it is. One moment, please. All right, we're almost there. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see the broker. That's all good. Okay, cool. So here's how I would trade it. Okay, so the completion of that harmonic is going to come in at around 1350. Okay, so you have a decision to make. Okay, do we take, and I say we, but we're not doing this together. This is simple, not financial advice, and you guys do as you please. Okay, so do we take the GME 26 Jan 13.5? Okay, so there's the GME Jan 26 13.5 call, or do we take the GME 26 Jan 14 call? Okay, so there's the two calls. Okay, so I've got this set up on the wrong time frame because that's not going to help you guys. Okay, so listen. All right, 13.5. All right, why specifically would I be interested in this particular strike? Okay. Now, obviously being, I have spoken about this ad nauseum, right? Is I love to buy in the money on GameStop, okay? Now, when there's a big opportunity, I like to buy out of the money. But this is not a big opportunity. This is just a this is just a little fish, right? This is just a little fish. So if you're holding the puts, you're going to know to close those puts here, hint, hint. And then maybe you'll flip weekly calls, right? And maybe you won't close all your puts because maybe some of your puts are longer dated, right? And maybe you'll just add to those puts when it hits the completion, hint, hint. Again, not financial advice. In the money. Okay, good. You guys get it. Awesome. That's great. So here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. The reason that we want 13.5 is because this is going to be a quick in and out. So by buying a strike price that's in the money, right, at $13.50, right, like we just discussed on GameStop, right, 13.5 is about where we expect the completion of this harmonic, right? So if 13.5 calls are going to be in the money, right, it's very, very easy for us to protect ourselves. Because if this thing just continues to flush, which again, I don't think it's going to do, but if this thing continues to flush, right, then you already know you're wrong and you can just get out for a 10-15% loss, right? But if we get this completion and it starts moving in your direction, your call, right, your call is already going to be in the money. Also, shout out TradingView. That was really cool that they've actually changed that now, so you can just type away. Cool. Good job, TradingView. That's actually a good upgrade. So that's good. So, okay, with regards to this, right, if you buy the 1350 and this thing already starts to move in your direction because we get a reaction off of the harmonic pattern, right? If that already starts to move in your direction, okay, your call option is already going to be in the money. Okay, now if you just look historically when those calls have been in the money, look at how sharp these things have moved, okay, from the lows to the highs, right? You're talking about like a week and this thing does 95%. Okay, so one thing to also be cautious of, right, is something that we've talked about is the bid-ask spread, right? You can see that there's a $10 difference right now between the ask and the bid, right? The bid is at $53, meaning that somebody's trying to buy these contracts for $53 when they're currently priced at $64, okay? But the ask, that means somebody's trying to sell these for $62, right? They're asking for $2 less than what the price currently is on that contract, and they're not getting filled, right? Because there's not a lot of liquidity on this contract, right? That's pretty sketchy, right? So what a lot of people will do, okay, is, and we'll head to the main screen really quick, is they'll head to a thing like Max Pain chart. Okay, so you see maximum-pain.com. Okay, and they'll type in GameStop, and we'll see the monthly options, right? I don't care about Max Pain. Don't care. Don't care. Literally don't care. All I care about is where are the calls? Where's the largest amount of calls? The largest amount of calls is at 15, right? And then we drop down and we see the next largest behind it is 14, but we see zero, right? We see almost zero liquidity on those 13 and a half and 13 calls, right? So maybe, okay, maybe, and again, I'm not saying to do this, and I still think that potentially weekly 13 and a half calls is probably the way to go. But with that being said, right, maybe the best thing to do would be to open up next week's options, find where all the calls are. Okay, look at that. Next week, there's a shitload of $20 calls. Okay, nothing at 13 and a half. There's literally nothing at 13 and a half. So maybe what we have to do then at that stage, right, is find the February monthlies. And is there liquidity on the 13 and a half on the monthlies? No, there's not. Okay? So I think at this stage, okay, just simply what I'm looking at in terms of the calls and the liquidity that I'm seeing, okay, maybe this GameStop trade, okay, this long trade is not a good one to take from an options perspective. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Maybe this is not a good trade to take from an options perspective. Jackie, why are you saying that? You just told us to do options and blah, 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 blah. What we did, okay, is exactly what I do when I'm looking to buy options. I look at the liquidity, I look at the spread, I look at the price, and I say to myself, if I bought this option and then I had to go and sell it, is there going to be enough liquidity for me to sell this option without having to worry about a heavy load of stress and anxiety because there's no liquidity and people are not filling the bids on the GameStop calls for the weeklies? And the answer is yes. It's terrifying to me that these are not getting filled. Okay, that's a real problem to me. Okay, is there an opportunity that these could go up 100%? Yes. Do I have legitimate concerns that I won't get filled early enough and that this trade could actually just net me basically break even because of the way that the bid-ask spread is currently set up and the way that there's no liquidity, nobody wants to fill these contracts, right? So maybe what we need to do is, if we're going to set up this trade, we need to consider the idea that before it gets there, maybe we only want to do common shares of this. Right? Maybe we only want to do common shares. Right? Now, again, it's a really tough question to ask yourself, right? Because now we're looking at this and we're saying to ourselves, okay, where does the majority, right? Where does the majority of the risk and reward lie? Does the risk, right? Let's draw both sides of the trade. Which box has significantly more opportunity? You guys tell me, and I'll give you the 30 seconds in the chat to answer this, because I'm going to run and heat up my coffee because, as you know, I didn't fucking drink it at all. So which of these boxes presents a significantly better opportunity? This one here to the short side or this one here to the long side? I'll give you guys the 30 seconds to answer as I go and heat up my coffee, and then I'll read your guys' replies. And then I'm going to break down, all right, how you can protect yourself from taking shit trades like this one. Okay, so I'll be right back. We're going to discuss all this, right, and all the things that we just talked about. Awesome. Robert Santiago, really good answers, dude. So I'll be right back. I'll give you guys a moment just to answer that. I'm going to go heat up the coffee. I'm not even going to switch the screen. I could use the screen, but I'm going to leave it on here for you guys to assess between those two boxes. All right. So, 100 people in here watching. You guys are actual degenerates. So, let's start with Aloraz. So, Aloraz says long side has more upside. All right. Let me type this in. All right, so I got you guys on the broker, so let's head back to the main screen. Aloraz, this is my answer for you. Okay. All right, so I want you guys to really start thinking deeply about this. Okay. So Aloraz, you are an awesome member in the Discord, and so we're going to spend just a moment going over your answer and why you came to that conclusion. So let me ask you, how maybe a better way to phrase this, how did you come up with the long side presents a better opportunity than the short side? And again, just put your answer into the chat box. I am going to eventually get to it, and I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I don't think you're dumb. None of that shit, okay? Everything that we're going to learn today and that we're going to teach today, don't have any fear about feeling dumb or getting the answer wrong, okay? It's not about right or wrong today, okay? Today is all about the learning, okay? It's all about the learning and all about simplifying things to make it much easier for you, okay? So Aloraz said that they believe that the long side presents a better opportunity than the short side. Okay, so what I would say in that instance is, are you sure about that? Okay, and I would argue with you that I would say no, the opportunity significantly favors the shorts right now as opposed to the longs. Okay, now why do I say that? Right? Let's just take a look at this. Okay, our thesis, all right, so far has relied upon the fact that this is a very strong downtrending move. Okay, and besides the fact that this is a strong downtrending move, you've broken down from this macro bear flag that still has a potential profit target all the way down here at $10.80. Okay, whereas, right, if we look at the bullish thesis and we zoom in a bit, okay, you've got this bullish harmonic pattern that's forming, okay, but the only profit target is up here at 1406, right, for only about a 5% gain, okay? Whereas with the short side, okay, our potential gain, if you get all the way to the full profit target, which by the way, I don't think we're going to, but if you get all the way back down to the profit target, right, instead of making 5% up, you could make 22% going down, okay? So the reason why I was getting you guys to answer that for me, all right, why you guys thought the risk or reward was favored on the long side or the short side, okay, was so that when you guys are trading, right, when you guys are trading during the day, okay, what you have to recognize is which side has the stronger risk to reward. Because I know that there's a lot of people in here that might have smaller accounts, okay? You're probably very similar to me, right? And right where I started, okay? And the best way for small account people, all right, to hold on to your money and to be consistently successful, all right, is to let price action come to you, all right? And what letting price action come to you doesn't necessarily mean waiting for price to get to a specific point before you buy it, okay? What that can also mean, all right, is identifying which side of the trade has a better chance / probability of working out for you in your favor, right? So when I look at a trade like this, right, and I say to myself, well, there's this little harmonic completion that might get us a little bit of a reversal, right? But that little bit of reversal is only going to come up into a prior area of resistance, because if we zoom out, the prior area of resistance would be the macro golden pocket, right? So if price action goes here and then bounces, it's very likely to find resistance within this golden pocket and then dump, right? So if I'm sitting here looking at this trade, right, and I'm saying to myself, should I long this or should I short this? Well, there's an opportunity to long it for sure. But don't you think it makes more sense that if this went up and hit that profit target at 1406, that it would provide a significantly better opportunity to reload a short than it would be to try and fight the strength of this downtrending move? So that's the question that I'm going to place in front of all of you guys. Do you think that it makes more sense to try and argue with this downtrend, or do you think it makes more sense to let price action come to you and short the come to you? Again, in the context of this very strong downtrending move. What do you guys think? And there's 101 of you in here. So I seriously want you guys to answer. I don't want you guys to just sit and read and listen. I genuinely want you guys to answer and engage with this. Okay? Would you long this for a long, large opportunity, or would you short this for a long, big, short opportunity? Okay, so I'm just reading the comments. So Aloraz did get back. Aloraz says, thank you for breaking it down like that, Jackie. Okay, so she's got it, right? She seems to be getting it, right? Because it's very, like, once you see it, right? Again, no dumb questions. There's no, I don't care, right? Once you see it, right, and you put it into the context of the things that are happening. So maybe somebody will comment and they'll be like, hey, Jackie, though, this is still an uptrend, though, right? Because you've got your low and your high and your higher low and your higher high, and you still technically have a higher low, right? You're still technically uptrending. And what I would say to the person that's going to say that, which nobody has, by the way, okay, and again, I'm not mad. What I would say to you is this is not an uptrend. This is a very clear downtrend, right? You've got your high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, right? So even though it might feel like it might be uptrending, when you put it into the context of the macro, right? Macro being the big picture, right? When you put it into the context, it's not an uptrend, right? So why try to fight a downtrend, right? We're not going to do that. We don't have to, right? We can just take trades that align with the things that we're seeing. Okay, so let me just fix my mouse because the wheel thing is all jimble jambled. There we go. Okay, so now that we've done proper technical analysis, okay, let's open up the dumb fractal idiot pattern, okay? Now, here's where I start to put things into a little bit more of a context for you guys, okay? So here's what's interesting. So if you'll notice, this is our bars pattern, okay? This is inside of the algorithm that we believe that we're currently trading and tracking, okay? Now, here's what I want you to notice, okay? If I lift this up. You see this large pop candle that happened right here? Next to this large sell-off, consolidation, little bit of a pop, and then the big sell-off happens. Well, here's the consolidation. Here's your little pop into the sell-off, right? There's your sell-off right there, right? Now look at this, okay? We put this all in the context, right? You see how this large wick candle, okay? You see this one right here? I want you guys to pay attention to this one right here where my cursor's on, okay? You see how this just so happens to align with a potential completion of this harmonic pattern? And then you see how the bars patterns are essentially telling you that this thing wicks into the low, has a little push up, and then makes its massive fucking dump? Do you guys think that I'm smoking the crack when I show you this potential harmonic pattern that completes at the same time you get that large wick candle that pushes us back up and then gives us another opportunity to reload shorts to go all the way back down? Are you guys understanding what I am throwing down? Does that make sense? Okay, now that I'm breaking down some of this algo shit, okay, that is what I am seeing. And with the context of this all put into perspective, right, it's very, very, very fucking clear to me that these are the exact same things. No fucking doubts, questions, no nothing about it. I don't even have to fucking think about it. This is the same fucking thing. You're going to watch it come down here. You're going to watch it trigger the harmonic. You're going to watch it pump. You're going to fucking sell calls, and then you're going to buy puts right on that pump, and then you're going to watch this thing dump all the way back down to 12 bucks. And you guys are going to make a shitload of money when it goes all the way down to 12 bucks. You're all going to be screaming, "Yay, Jackie! Yay, Jackie!" And then everybody's going to be making an insane amount of money when we buy the bottom of the fuck you, and then the fuck you happens, and it goes fucking nuclear, and we make a fucking ass load of money. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I am telling you guys, this shit is coming. And when this motherfucker hits, we are going to have so much money, which, by the way, I still expect one of these in my driveway by the end of February. Okay, so I hope to see everybody standing in front of my driveway with one of these and a pretty bow tie right on the front. Thank you very much. So, again, that's a joke. Please don't take anything I ever say seriously. Okay, so that is our macro analysis for GameStop. Okay, that is exactly everything that I am tracking. Okay, now we just quickly open up the daily and we'll just check the indicators. Okay, now you'll notice, look, you kind of make an inverted head and shoulders on the RSI here, almost, right? Now, if you'll notice, oddly enough, right back here, right, this is where we started to notice that the pattern might be similar. If you open up the RSI, isn't that interesting that it almost makes that same inverted head and shoulders before that big slice down? Isn't that something? Isn't that fucking something? Right, guys? Right? Maybe, herder, right? It's just, maybe they're the same. Just shh. Don't tell anyone. Quick, delete it. Hurry. Okay. Move on to another stock. Hurry. They don't know anything. Bull. Right, we already did bull. Shit, quick. Everybody panic. Panic. This has been one of the best trades I have ever made. I just wanted to throw that out there. I told you guys I was buying this every single day it was red. Every single day that it was red and I bought it, that turned into it's just insane. Insane. So I just had to pat myself on the back for this one because Baba, this looks like China might be at the bottom, guys. China might have bottomed. And if China fucking bottomed, dude, and we caught the bottom of Baba, dude, I'm telling you guys, Baba might end up being the trade of the fucking year right behind GameStop. I'm dead fucking serious. I seriously think that this thing can hit triple digits. Beyond triple digits, you can start talking about things like 167. You can start talking about 200. And then you can start talking about 260. And I don't have to be the first one to tell you, this pays a dividend now of basically $1 per share. And not only could you be getting paid $1 per share every quarter to own this thing, but if this thing goes up to triple digits and where I expect it, you could be up double your position while also getting paid a dividend. You can understand why I was taking shares on this thing as opposed to leaps. Right? But if I were to take leaps, 2026 is probably what I would do. But guys, Baba has been one of my absolute master classes of technical analysis. Bullish divergence between these lows. Big push. And now we need to see it break above these highs. Very positive that it's above this little macro 236. Consolidation, open and closing above it. Very positive. Okay, daily MACD cross, daily RSI above center. There's so much fucking bullishness happening on this thing. Arguably, I don't say this lightly, this could be the trade of 2024. This could be the stock that everybody at the end of the year is talking about saying, wow, how did we miss that? SPY, by the way, absolute puke fest. Absolute puke fest. Wait, did I call NVIDIA top? Fuck off. Nah, not quite, but I want to bring this up really quick. Okay, so on the daily time frame, you guys can see I've got red vertical lines. Okay, so we're jumping over to NVIDIA and tech really quick. Okay, so you can see that I've put red vertical lines. Okay, those red vertical lines are time that the daily RSI hits the overbought territory. Okay, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and now we're in a 6th. Okay, so you can see RSI deep into overbought territory. Is NVIDIA providing a short opportunity, Jackie? Boy, I certainly think so. Jackie, why would you say that? What makes you think that? Who's going to short NVIDIA? Are you a crazy fucking son of a bitch? Kind of. A little bit. I don't know about you guys, but I see the RSI hitting overbought 6 times, and 5 out of 5 of those signals have produced a minimum 10% move. Literally 5 out of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 short trades that worked in your favor by shorting NVIDIA when it touches the overbought territory, like it is doing right now. I don't have to be the first to tell you this is a trading strategy on NVIDIA that very clearly works 100% of the time so far. 100% of the time, this strategy has worked on NVIDIA. So that's where I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys make money on this thing. That's just what I got to say about that. Leading from that into tech really quick. So this is the NASDAQ futures, okay? This should be very obvious to a lot of people. I posted this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. You have now completed this bearish deep crab harmonic, okay? These have a high statistical probability of hitting profit target 2. Profit target 2 comes all the way down here, okay, on tech. I also have an indicator telling you that 16,300 is a very, very likely spot where NQ, aka NASDAQ, aka tech futures are likely to return to. If we see that NVIDIA is triggering our short signal, and then we see NQ is currently triggering the most bearish reversal harmonic pattern known to man, don't you think that it makes a lot of sense that this potential trade could work out in our favor? I would certainly like to think so. But maybe I'm smokingeth the cracketh. Right? Perhaps I am smokingeth the cracketh. But, I don't know. You guys do your own work, do your own DD. But, you know, that's, you know. So, IWM. Okay, so there are people holding IWM shorts from yesterday and this morning because Jackie is an absolute fucking serial killer when it comes to IWM, and this is the easiest thing for me to trade next to GameStop. So IWM and RTY, okay, so let me make a point to say why I use these two in combination and how I use these in combination, okay? So I know that this was supposed to be an options thing, and we're working towards that, okay? So I just want to get these examples and everything out of the way, and then we'll sort the rest out. So by the way, IWM and RTY have hit a new low of the day. So if you're in puts, your puts have hit a new high. So congratulations, okay? Really, really, really well done. All right, so IWM, there it is, low of the day so far. Okay, you can see my little potential box of, you know, we've hit it perfectly, and look at how awesome that short was. So good job, Jackie. Good job, team. So how do I use these things in combination, right? So initially what I was seeing is that RTY, okay, RTY is IWM futures. Okay, it's the Russell 2000 Futures Index. That's basically IWM, okay? iShares Russell 2000 ETF. You guys see it in the fucking name, okay? I saw a potential bearish harmonic pattern forming, okay? And when it completed that yesterday, that's how we ended up catching the short from here back down to here. And we closed it, right? And then why did we close it? Because what does Jackie say every fucking day, right, about potential breakdown and breakout patterns? You get the initial reaction, come back, test the breakout zone, and then you get the sharper move, right? And what have we done? Break down, sell our puts. Come back, back test the breakdown. Buy puts, sell. Sharp move down. Saputsa did 230+% on his puts so far. I don't even know if he's still holding them, but this is monstrous. You haven't hit profit target 1. Profit target 1 is right here. Profit target 2 is right where the arrow's pointed, and I'm almost certain it's going to hit that. Why do I think that? If you look at the rest of the targets that I have laid out to the lower side on RTY/IWM, RTY/IWM looks absolutely fucking cooked. Let me make that super fucking loud and clear. RTY/IWM looks abso-fucking-lutely cooked. And that aligns, right, with our thesis on GameStop and seeing GameStop and AMC have really deep retracements before the fuck you. Why is that? RTY is Russell 2000/IWM. IWM is small cap stocks. Small cap stocks are stocks like GameStop and AMC. So if IWM is going to get ass blasted, in my opinion, don't we think GameStop and AMC and all those other things are probably just going to get equally as fucking pounded? I mean, that's just common sense, right? And so by using RTY, I was able to go to IWM, right? And I said to myself, if IWM opens, right, if it tests this line and rejects or fails, right, that's going to be awful because you filled the gap, you've rejected a macro area of what was once support and now turned it into resistance, and now you've got the sharp sell-off. That sharp sell-off is also meant to be believed because of what the bearish harmonic pattern I had was saying. So do you guys understand how I use futures to help aid potential, I'll say like just regular ETF trades, right? Because I don't trade futures, obviously, because I can't, because I don't have the account size. But, you know, the same thing goes, right? If we're looking at SPY and ES, right? So SPY, I had no reasons, right? I had no reasons to think that this should be shorted, right? Absolutely no reason to think that whatsoever. Because there's no harmonic pattern here, right? You've got your high and then this actually wicked higher. So there's no harmonic pattern here. But look at ES. There's one on ES. I've drawn it and we completed it, right? Look at that. 1.618 is the completion. 886 is the retracement. This thing is all within spec. You just completed it and now you see a retracement. The same way you see the retracement on NQ. The same way you see the retracement on RTY. I'm doing this for a reason. I'm showing all of this to you guys for a reason so that you can use all these things to help aid your trading. Futures trade for 22.5 hours out of the day. So you can use all the information that it shows you overnight, right? Like this harmonic completing overnight that was essentially telling us to short IWM at the open, which we did, and made a shitload of money. And all we had to do was look at RTY. We didn't look at SPY. We didn't look at NQ. We didn't look at any of that bullshit. We just straight up looked at RTY, and RTY said short it. So what we did is went over to IWM at the open, and we shorted it. And look at my profit box. Not once did you even come close to triggering the stop. Not even close. Literally, not even fucking close. Right? So what are we talking about? Right? Easy fucking peasy lemon fucking squeezy. Right? But this is how you can use all these things in combination, right? Russell futures, NASDAQ futures, which is tech, by the way. Tech, you know, these things that make the stock market go up only. Tech, big tech, right? So you can see how you use tech / NASDAQ futures, Russell 2000 futures / RTY, and ES or SPY futures, right? And then maybe you use that in combination with the VIX, right? Maybe you throw that in a little combination room with the old VIXy, right? And then maybe the VIX is trying to tell you, hey, I'm about to pop off, bro. I'm about to pop off. What are you going to do about it? And it's like, well, if this is about to pop off, and then this is about to die, and then this is about to die, and then this is about to die, then why the fuck wouldn't I short this / long the VIX? I don't recommend longing the VIX, just for the record. But like, why wouldn't I short this, right? It doesn't make sense. That's how you use all these things in combination. Right, so I'm going to pause here. My coffee, once again, has gotten fucking cold. God damn. Okay, so Dill-esque says GME isn't in the Russell 2000. Yes, I know. But guess what is in the Russell 2000? All of the tiny fucking bullshit-ass stocks that are inside of the basket with GameStop. So if all of the basket stocks that are inside of the basket holding GameStop, if all of those are going to go to shit because IWM says so, if GameStop is in that same basket of stocks that are about to get ass blasted, what do you think happens to GameStop? And it's not a trick question, right? You guys already know what I'm going to say. If small caps are going to get dusted and GameStop is in a basket of stocks that carries those same piece of shit stocks, that are all going to get ass blasted, GameStop is going to get ass blasted. It's not the fact that GameStop isn't in the Russell 2000. I know it's not in IWM and shit. The point is the basket of stocks that are connected to GameStop that are all total fucking dog shit that are in IWM. Right? The same, they killed this fucking ETF, so I assume it's not there anymore. Because there used to be a meme ETF, but it's not there anymore. So that was going to be, is it Buzz then? Is that the other one? Yeah. So this is the basket that holds, not all of it, okay, but this is just a rough basket of basically some of the shit stocks that are held with GameStop. I don't like this ETF, and it's really not a good one to show you guys in terms of like the GameStop stuff, but this is just an example of one of the ETFs that you can look at that carries GameStop plus shit stock, shit stock, shit stock, shit stock. Okay, so, but really great point that Dill-esque made. So thank you, Dill, for actually sharing that, because that was a good thing to make sure people understand and make sure that they don't, believe that GameStop is heavily in IWM. So thank you for sharing that. That was really handy to share that. So hopefully you don't think I was like getting upset with you or anything, but thank you. I seriously, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so where are we at now? So GameStop and Top and Root, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so some people, all right, I think we can jump into the option stuff now, because I think I've got most of the stuff I want to say out of the way. So what do you guys think? You think you're ready for some little options tutorial stuff? Think you're ready for some of that? All right, so we're going to take a little coffee break, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my coffee, get her all heated up. Yeah. So Tortilla Jackson says Round Hill meme ETF, they closed it end of last year. Yeah, I did remember that. I knew that there was another one, but it's too bad that they closed that meme ETF. Conveniently closed the meme ETF right before GameStop exploded. That's probably coincidence for sure, but okay, so I'm going to heat up the coffee, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to jump into a quick options tutorial. So the options tutorial, if you're listening right now, the options tutorial is going to be surrounded very specifically on two things. One is going to be how I trade options on GameStop, and the rest is just going to be, just options information. So hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier for you guys. Yeah, I'll be right back, okay? Oh shit, Deftones got the first dono gang in a super chat. Yo, let's go. That's sick as fuck. Sick, we got the monetization on the channel going, boys. Let's fucking go. Good shit. Right on. Thanks, Deftones. Appreciate that, buddy. I got a screenshot now. That shit's going in like the fucking, that's awesome. Good fucking shit. That's so sick. Robert Santiago with the $4.99. Let's go. That's so fucking sick, boys. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. That's too fucking sick, dude. That's too fucking sick. Yeah, that's good shit. Good shit, man. That's awesome. All right, the coffee's done. I'll be right back. Yo, G fucking G. GG. GG, boys. GG. Saputza with the £5, the 5 Pitarunos. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Yo, that's actually too sick that actually works now. That's actually too fucking sick. I gotta open that on YouTube now and see what that looks like. Oh shit, dude, that is just too fucking. That's too sick. That's really cool. Saputza with the five. Oh fuck yeah, dude, that's too fucking sick. Oh, you really can do that. God damn, that's actually so awesome. Just for the record, I significantly appreciate PayPal way more than the YouTube stuff. But just for the record, it's like the sickest fucking thing ever to actually see donations come through on the YouTube thing. This has been like 5 years in the making of me trying to get monetization on my channel. So I'm just Dave Stevens. Dave Stevens with the 1999. Yo, brother. What's going on, Dave? Yo, guys, too fucking sick. Oh my god, dude, I'm so jacked to the tits right now. This is too fucking sick. You guys are way too good to me, man. You guys treat me way too good. Now you guys know why I appreciate the shit out of you, man. You guys, there's fucking 81 people in here. 80 people have been watching this all fucking day. And now I'm getting donations and people are saying thank you. And oh my God, dude, my heart is full. My heart is full right now. Moon! Moon Artemis Lander! With that $10. You are training killers in here, bro. Everyone leveling up fast. Appreciate it, man. No, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you sexy motherfuckers. You guys are awesome. Love you guys so much. And S-Bar with the 4-pound arenos. S-Bar has no message other than a hot coffee. And you know what, sir? I can certainly appreciate that. So what I am going to do is slurp very loudly for you. Holy fuck, that's hot. Okay, might have done it. Might have overdone it on the heat up juice there, boys. We might have pushed her a little too far. Where the hell's Maple? I'm gonna fight that guy soon. I keep asking every day, where's Maple? Where's Maple? Where's Maple? Where's Maple? I even changed my damn fucking Discord profile picture to be Maple and me. Maple and I, that's proper English right there, okay? You better get your shit right there, Jackie. Burns for you, yeah, fucking goddamn right. Price target for GME end of February? Gazillion. Is that a fair number? I think that's a pretty fair number. Villains! Villains! With the $9.99 Pounderinos! What is going on, my guys? You guys are insane. Where the fuck is Maple? I might actually fight him. I'm going in Discord and I'm asking. All right. Awesome. Okay, sorry. I had to go say some shit to Maple in the Discord really quick. We're back. Okay, so option stuff. Let's get her going. So I've got the TD broker open here for you guys. So Villains 93, guys, by the way, is Wobbs, just so you guys know. Or not Wobbs, excuse me. Jesus Christ, that's Waza. So that's our boy Waza in the Discord. Waza is an absolute champion, one of the consistent donators to Jackie's Foundation. So incredibly appreciative of Waza. He's been an awesome member that we've had. So appreciate it very much. All right, so we don't know where Maple is. Maple has disappeared. He may have died. We're gonna have to keep our eyes on that just in case. All right, so everybody just keep your eyes and ears open for Maple. See if he comes back to life. We're not sure. But we are going to jump into the options tutorial stuff. Okay? So I've got a whole bunch of options on here. Most of these I've closed out. Some of them I'm still holding. But I like to use the ones that I've already traded or that I'm currently trading to use as examples because it's just easier to visualize and to understand. So where to begin? Let's see. Let's start with GameStop puts. Okay, so puts, just because that's kind of the nature of how we've been trading GameStop lately. So let's take this GameStop February, this monthly February put, okay? So first, let's break down the actual options contract itself, okay? So this particular contract that we're looking at, okay, and let me just open this up for you guys a little more so you can see some of the information, okay? So what this displays here on the broker side is the options price, okay? So you can see back down here, this particular put option was selling for $53, okay? And at the peak, it hit $172, okay? For a total gain of $119 per contract, or 224%. Now I'm using this one because I say we, but some people, all right, bought this, okay? Some people actually bought this, took this to here and sold it here and made all that money, okay? So when we're looking at an options contract, okay, one of the first things that I immediately look for, okay, is the bid and the ask spread, okay? Now what is the bid-ask spread, okay? So you guys see here on the top of my screen, okay, where ticker, C, price, change, percentage change, bid, ask, okay? What is the bid and what is the ask, and why does it matter, okay? The bid, all right, is somebody that is trying to buy this contract, okay? So for this particular one, all right, we're going to focus on the GameStop $15 puts for the February monthly expiration, okay? So right now, all right, there might be even some members in the Discord, maybe within this community, that are trying to buy this contract, okay? Now, somebody trying to buy that contract has to figure out what they want to pay to enter that contract, right? So how do you figure out what to pay on a contract? Well, you've got what's called the bid and the ask spread, okay? So currently the spread, all right, is 146 at the bid, okay, and 165 at the ask, okay? So the actual spread, okay, between those options, or excuse me, between that bid and ask, okay, the spread is 0.19 or $19 per contract. Now, some people are going to ask, all right, why is that important? Why do we even care about that? Oh, Maple had to piss. Oh my God, we literally just stopped Maple from pissing. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. That's my bad. Maple with the fucking fat 1999 says, what happened? I missed the ping. I had to run to the restroom. By the way, congratulations in the new super chat. Buddy, much love, much appreciation. I just needed to make sure that you didn't die. You might have died and I wouldn't have even known, so I had to make sure. Okay, so thank God that you're still alive. Much appreciation. Thank goodness. Okay, so, sorry, back to the thing. Okay, so 146, right? That's here at the bid. 165, that's the ask. And so our spread between the bid and the ask is 19 or $19 per contract. Okay? Now, you're going to ask me, why does this matter? Okay? Let's say, for example, that you just YOLO'd, right? You just wanted this put so badly that you absolutely had to buy it, right? So instead of trying to get in at the ask, what somebody who's trying to FOMO in would likely do is to try and get it filled somewhere between the current price and the bid. Or, excuse me, the ask. Okay? So if somebody was trying to FOMO in and buy this options contract, okay, they would try to buy between the current price, which is 1.5, and the ask, which is 1.65. So likely to get filled at 1.65. So let's just say that they get filled at 165. Okay, so I'll change the color of this. So let's say that that person got filled, okay? All right. So everybody's still with me so far, okay? So imagine you're person X, okay? And you just FOMO'd in and you bought this options contract and you paid more than it was worth. You bought it for $1.65, or because these contracts are worth 100 shares, right? You multiply this by 100, and that's how you get the options price. So this is actually $165 that you just paid for this contract. Now, what's immediately noticeable? This was just at $1.50 or 150 bucks, right? If somebody fills a contract at the bid, okay? So let's say, for example, 10 minutes later, someone gets filled at the bid. The bid is at 1.46. So you FOMO'd in and bought this contract. And 10 minutes later, if you had just had patience, someone else got a fill at the bid, and the bid is 1.46. Now, what did we just say here? The spread is 19 bucks. You FOMO'd in at the high, and 10 minutes later, somebody got filled at literally the low. So now, let me just see. So 165 to 146. Okay, so you FOMO'd in at the bid. Excuse me, you FOMO'd in at the ask. I always get those fucking things mixed up. You FOMO'd in at the ask, and you paid $165 for that contract. 10 minutes later, somebody got the fill at the bid for $146. So if you had waited 10 minutes, you could have likely got that same fill. But because you FOMO'd in and didn't understand what a bid-ask spread was or what any of that meant, you FOMO'd in at the market limit at 165. 10 minutes later, it goes to 146, even though price hasn't moved. Price literally has not moved a single penny. And you're down 12% on your options contract. Does it make sense why you guys need to focus on the bid-ask spread and why it is so important to have patience and to try and let the contracts fill at the price that makes the most sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Also, shout out Nobles for the $5. The 5 Fataronis. Let's go, buddy. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. So, guys, this is why the bid-ask spread is so important. Okay. So, let's look at a proper scenario right here. Okay. Because we bought puts. Okay. Those puts, all right, December 29th. Okay. If we go over to GameStop's chart, 29th, okay, was right here. Okay, so I'll draw a vertical line. That was the 29th, okay? That was basically the high. If you had bought, right now we're going to go back to TD. If you had bought those options contracts at the same day, okay? That was December 29th, okay? Look at the average price, all right? Look at the average price that people were paying for those options. All you have to do is zoom in, all right? So we see here, so the close 54, close 56, 55, 57, 55. So on average, okay, on average, okay, the average price of these contracts was $55 at the low. So if I was going to try and buy these, that is what I would look like, right? I would place an order. I put and, I meant to put at. At the bid for $55, okay? Hoping that somebody will fill my ask, okay? Now, if somebody fills my contract for $55, I know where the low is. The low of this was 50 bucks. So I'll set my stop at like 45, okay? And then I know, based on my GameStop chart, so headed back to the main screen quick, I know based on my chart that my expectation was I want to see GameStop at least to $14 first, okay? So when GameStop hit $14, okay, that was where I would have closed them. So let's put a fucking vertical line. So that's January 16th. You guys see that, right? I think that's January 16th, right? January 17th. Okay, let's make sure we got that right. January 17th, all right, is when we would have closed those contracts, okay, because it hit our profit target. So we go back to the TD, open this up. We find the January 17th. We move those contracts up to that date. Now, I see it up here, okay? Now, if I wanted to take profit on this trade when it hit 14, this is the secret sauce. This is the secret sauce, okay? Let's say that price comes up here, okay? And we finally got to our profit target. So we're trying to sell. How would we sell this? How could we FOMO sell this and guarantee that we're going to make money? Okay? The bid at this moment, okay, is very likely to be around where price is. All right, so what do I mean by that? If we look at where the price of this option was when it hit our target, okay, looks like 165, 161, 155, 166, 159. So let's say the average is about 155, okay? So average is about 1.55 or $155, okay? So what I would do in this instance, okay, is instead of arguing over $5 and having anxiety about my order getting filled, what I typically like to do is go basically just $5 less than what the current bid is, okay? We know the bid is the lowest asking price, right? So if we know the bid is the lowest asking price, if I set my sell to 1.5 while the bid is at 1.55, I will almost certainly get insta-filled and sell my contract. Okay? So instead of having to fuck around and argue over $5, right? What I typically will like to do is just go slightly under what the bid is because it almost automatically gets insta-filled. Okay? And when it gets insta-filled, that means I've locked in my profit. And instead of making 210%, right? Instead of making 210%, okay, I'm going to end up making 172%. Is there anything wrong with that? No. And is it okay to try and throw some bids and get the fill at the higher prices? Totally okay. But if you're in a panic and you've never traded options and you're just like, I got to get the fuck out. I'm done. I want to make my money. Just drop it slightly lower than the bid. Drop it slightly lower than the lowest asking price. And then when you go to sell that contract, you will get instantly filled. And yes, you'll make just slightly less money, but you take off all the anxiety about having to worry about a fill and all this other crap. Right? So I'm going to pause for just a moment. Okay? I'm going to pause and I'm going to ask, does anybody have any questions about anything that I have explained so far? All right. So I'm paused. We're calm. I'm going to go back, read the comments. Okay, awesome. Good. Maple, really good. You should tell more about that story because that was like a prime time example of things that we can kind of expect going forward. Sorry about the TD screen. I tried to make it full screen, but I guess I can't do it while I'm currently in... Oh, wait a second. Maybe... Okay, I'm an actual fucking boomer. I'm an actual fucking boomer. There. Now you guys are going to be able to see it because I'm too fucking stupid sometimes. My God. All right. I think that's going to work for you guys now. I'll lock that in. That should be good. I'm just watching the TV. I'm going to see if this thing opens up full screen because it probably should. Again, I'm just waiting. Oh, somebody says SPY is dumping. So let's get off the broker really quick. Let's check out SPY. Wow! Did Jackie call top again? No fucking way. Spoiler alert, Jackie called top again. Yee-haw! Thanks, Jackie. Look at all. Oh my God, your guys' IWM puts are probably going full regard right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Yo, the fucking PayPal better be going crazy, guys, because that's insane. Some of you guys are going to make like fucking 300, 400, 500% on IWM puts. That is insane. Profit target 1 achieved. If you're in IWM puts, listen to what I'm saying. Profit target 1 has been achieved. I got to take a fucking screenshot of this and post it in Discord quick. Okay, I'm adding for a Jackie alert here, guys. So IWM has achieved profit target 1. Okay, so we've got that. Good. Okay, great. So the Jackie alert just went out for the IWM trade, guys. Congratulations. Free money from Jackie. Congratulations. Just amazing work once again. Nobody does it like the tits. So what can I say, baby? Let's fucking go. Look at that. Also, I got to give a big shout out to Moon Artemis Lander. My boy just jumped back into Discord. All right. He's having an awesome fucking time. And just for the record, everybody can go into Discord and see that he was sitting there begging you. He was begging you to go short on IWM because it looked perfect for a deep retracement. And guess what, motherfuckers? Moon strikes again. So Moon Artemis Lander, buddy, huge shout out to you. You helped make this trade for me significantly easier and for everyone else in the Discord. Fucking really well done, guy. Seriously, really well done. Also, guys, NQ, look at the reaction off of that harmonic pattern now. Come on, nobody's doing this. Look at the reaction off of the ES harmonic pattern. Nobody's doing this. Thank you very much. Let's go. Okay, amazing work. I like this, just in fucking incredible. Genuinely incredible. Profit target 1 has been achieved. People on IWM puts literally just made anywhere from 100 to 300% gains. And all you have to do is go into the Jackie room, all right? And all you have to do is go in to Jackie's Plays Only, all right? And if you scroll up, you will find RTY trade posted not once, but twice with profit targets, okay? Not only that, if you go into the search bar and you type in RTY, okay? You'll see that Jackie at 8:04 this morning was telling you, okay, that this thing was going to absolutely get fucking slaughtered. There were people that did, in fact, listen to that advice, not financial advice, but there are people that listened to that and just made an absolute shit ton of money. Seriously, guys, congratulations. I genuinely mean that. That is a fucking killer trade. Nobody else was shorting this fucking thing except for us. Incredible. Awesome work. You guys are killers. I owe every piece of my success to all of you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you have done and helped provided for me and my family and my wife. I love you guys very much. Thank you guys for listening and doing the right things and being such an incredible group of people. I've never been privileged quite the way that I have with people like you guys. So every bit of thanks and everything I've ever done is all owed to you guys. So thank you guys so much. And thank you to Ortilla Jackson for telling me that SPY was dumping, because now I got something to really celebrate. So thank you so much, dude. So Robert says, called that out yesterday, Moon. Good stuff. Yeah, buddy. Like, Moon was all over that thing. All over that fucking thing. So really a big round of applause to him. So guys, IWM trade has achieved profit target 1. That does not mean it won't go to profit target 2. I have full confidence that it will. But as with most things, Test the 236, find resistance, come back down. Now you're at the 382, come back, find resistance, break down lower, come here, do-to-do, 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 do-to-do. You see how that might work? So that's pretty cool, right? So lock that shit in, take your profits, make your money, but just incredible work. Robert Santiago with the 20 bomb. Let's go. Let's fucking go, buddy. Thank you very much. You guys are way too generous and way too kind to me. Thank you guys so much. I fucking love you guys. So, okay, so can we pause for a moment and let's ignore everything that's happening on SPY and IWM and all that stuff, okay? Can we check out, can we all just take a moment and pause? And does anybody have any questions with regards to options so far and anything that we have gone over? Okay, I'm going to take this time, all right? We're going to give it like 5 minutes here, and I'm going to ask and open up the floor. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we have discussed with regards to options so far? Sean Anesthesia is up 42% on his IWM puts from 2 days ago. Amazing. Just incredible. You guys blow me away with your fucking skill every day. You genuinely, you guys are absolutely insane. Actual insane-o people. All right. So let's see. Now when I open contracts, I'm down less than 1%. Awesome, Maple. That's really good, dude. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It makes it so that when you enter those contracts, right, you're not immediately starting down fucking 10, 20, 30% because of a shit bid-ask spread, right? So that is a massive tip, and I'm really happy to see that you have taken that and run with it, Maple. That's really encouraging and really positive to see. So you can see that everything on my list, so if I flip us back to the main screen really quick, you can see everything on this list is getting its fucking shit kicked in. Specifically, BlackBerry is one of the worst on the day, but you can see everything on this list is basically getting its shit kicked in, okay? So, you know, things like NVAX, again, I still have absolutely zero fear. I could see it come all the way back down to 374, and I would load the fucking boat because, once again, we've talked about this. The orange line is your all-time low wicks, but never body closes below that. So even if it came all the way back down here, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing that. And I genuinely think that that is something that could happen. Okay, I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't have massive concerns about it. Just, again, be aware that that is something that's possible to happen on NVAX. Okay. So, how far back in contract history do you go? That's a great question, actually. So with regards to how far back I go, if I'm looking at leap options, okay, so leap options are essentially anything that is 6 months or greater in terms of its date to expiration, okay? So when I'm looking at leaps, I typically like to look for historical data. Now, the problem with my fucking shitty broker and this app sometimes is I don't get displayed information from options data all the way back. I only basically get like 2 to 3 months worth of information. Okay? So what I would say to you, all right, is I'm looking at the GameStop January 25 $15 calls. Okay? And I see back down here when the IV was at its lowest and price was at its lowest, those contracts were worth between anything from $300, okay, to $370. So there was a pretty fair-sized spread in there, right? But what I would also say is I've given myself so much time by buying January of next year, and I expect a massive pop, that I'm okay, right, trying to get filled for anything in that range, right, because these are leaps. But if I can get filled for as cheap as possible, that's what I try to do, right? But anything in that range is going to net me a fairly significant gain if I expect price to rise above what we did prior, right? So these options contracts at these highs, this is when GameStop was at 18. I expect GameStop to go to 22, right? So another $4 higher than this. So if I'm looking at this last time, right, you could have done anything from, say 50% gain to 100% gain, right? So I would just say that filling anything within that circle, right, getting anything filled in that circle is almost going to guarantee you at that stage a minimum of 100% gain, because I expect the share price to go $4 higher than when those options contracts were trading here. So $4 higher would probably imply that the price is going to go somewhere in here, right? And if we, just do a quick little measurement, you're talking about maybe 100 to 200% gain on January 25 $15 strike calls, a potential $670 gain, right? So when I'm looking at leap options, I don't mind having a little bit of a wider bid-ask spread, right? Especially when I know if my thesis tells me that we're going to go up and price is going to eclipse the prior prices that this was trading at, it's fair to ask if that option contract will be worth significantly more, right? So, yeah, that is basically what I would say about that. And then I don't know if my broker displays certain information, so I'm just going to hide this for a second because I see Moon's question and I just want to make sure. Okay, so Moon, just to show you this, buddy, on my broker, I can set stop losses and I can set where I want to buy it. Okay, so I'll just show you how this kind of works. So I hit the buy, and then you can see it sets this thing up. This is just like TradingView. So if I set it right along here, okay, what that does is bring up all this information, blah, 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 right? And then this is where I can set all this, all right? And then after that's all set, okay, it also will drop down a menu for me, okay, where I can pull out a stop loss, okay, and I can actually take that same thing with the cursor and set a stop loss on the same chart. Okay, so and my stop losses, like just for example, my stop losses, it's too bad I can't like actually show you guys this because it's actually really handy. So with regards to like the stop loss, okay, I'm offered a whole bunch of different stop losses. I have a stop limit loss, I have like your regular stop loss, and I have a trailing stop loss. So I can actually go through all of those potential, like those different types of stop losses, and I can apply them to the trade that I'm currently trading. Okay, so, and I do all of that just through these things up here. Okay, so I can't, like, it's too bad I can't show you because all like my broker information gets displayed if I show you, but, and I don't want to do that, but that is how, like, I set my stops and my buys and my sells. Like, I like straight up, I like use this thing. So like I set my buys, right? I put the buys down there or whatever. And then when I go like, and then I click that same thing and it'll give me the little sell thing. And so I can set my sell limit up here, and then it'll give me my stop loss thing, and it'll give me the different types of the stop losses, and I'll set them down here, et cetera, et cetera. But that's basically how that's kind of displayed on my broker. So I actually am able to set it like by the dollar thing. But the only way that I can look at it from the options perspective versus like also with the option or the share price, okay, is I normally just leave like my broker up on like a side screen like this, right? And then I'll flip back to the actual like stock. And I just try and like flip through those two windows like a fucking mad lad. But other than that, like that's basically how I kind of like do things. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an explanation as to what I'm thinking. My coffee better not be cold. It's lukewarm. It could use another 30 seconds. All right, so I'm going to be right back. We're going to get this jumping. As I take my 30-second coffee break, if you guys want to send in ticker requests, or if you have questions or anything like that, now is a fantastic time to send those in. Okay, so go ahead, send those in to me. And I'm going to take a look at all of those. So give me about a minute. I'm just going to go and run and heat up my coffee, and then we will go from there. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see all of them. You guys are actually insane. 15, 35, 45, 50, 60, You guys already donated over $100 in super chats. Um, First of all, I love you. Second of all, I love you. Third of all, you're perfect. And lastly, you guys are the greatest fucking awesome friends that anybody could ever ask for. You guys are just way too good to me. Awesome. Yeah, I can take a look at DWAC, not a problem. So just so you guys know, just for right now, I am not going to get any money from YouTube until the account has full monetization. So that's why I prefer the PayPal ones. But guys, just so you know, I'm just blown away by your generosity and your thanks. Just it just blows me away. Truly, it just blows me away. So yeah, I would just say to you guys, if I had to pick which one that you guys would donate to, I would significantly prefer the PayPal one. But I genuinely can't believe it. You guys are just you're way too kind to me, and I just seriously, thank you guys so much. I just I'm blown the fuck away, dude. You guys are just insane. So somebody's probably going to ask, how do you get full monetization? So a couple months ago, I posted to you guys and I said that YouTube requires 4,000 watched hours on my page. As of typing this and writing this right now, my hours are at 3,786 public watched hours. So I am only 200 watched hours away. It's probably fair to say that by the end of this stream and probably the beginning of next week, I will have already achieved that threshold. So by the end of next week, it's fairly likely that I'm gonna get monetization on the channel. So I know that's not terribly exciting for everybody, but it's very exciting for me. And after all of the hard work that I put in, feels good to be rewarded. So, Benedito! Benedito! Benedito says, I love how you say Benedito! With the old two buckaroonies. Thanks, buddy. Much appreciated. Appreciate you, my man. So, let's see. So, I had somebody ask about DWAC, so I've got that already loaded up on the screen for you guys. Okay, so let's see. So, I mean, DWAC ran up how much might be time for a pullback. Yeah, hey. Oh, Faz, hey, what's going on, buddy? Sorry, I missed your little thing there. How's it going, buddy? So yeah, Robert Santiago, really good analysis right there. I mean, DWAC ran up how much might be just time for a pullback, right? It's not anything that's bearish within the nature of price action. It might, just be time for a really hard pullback, right? So that's really nice, good analysis there, Rob. Burr Kelly says, so when you were doing the fibs on TradingView earlier, I was doing them with you, and mine were way different. I'm going to assume that that's because you were using the Webull broker, Kelly. Is that true? Is that fair to say? if you want to shoot a comment in the thing there, I'll make sure I get to it. But is it because you're using the Webull thing? Because if that's the case, that's probably why. And if it's not Webull, then there's probably something to do with the logarithmic chart. So we can jump into that eventually if that is in fact your issue. If it's not your issue, then I'm going to assume that it's probably Webull. Okay, because Webull is shit, and I've told you that Webull is shit, and it's terrible. Okay, so he says he was on TradingView. Okay, so I use logarithmic charts, right? So in the bottom corner here, how it says the L, okay, I use logarithmic charts. So that's one thing you can do is go in here, okay, see how it says logarithmic, and I press the check mark, right? So, and then that doesn't mean that your Fibonacci is immediately going to be set up on logarithmic, right? What you have to do is open up your Fibonacci retracement tool, scroll to the bottom, and see where it says fib levels based on log scale. You have to click that because look at how different these look, okay? I want you to watch this, okay? Watch how different those Fibonacci's are going to change when I press this off. Does that look correct to you? It certainly doesn't look correct to me. But if I put it for the proper scale, now suddenly my Fibonacci's look correct, right? So I almost guarantee you that's exactly what you're having go on right now, is you're either not on log scale or you are on log scale, but your Fibonacci's are not set to log scale. So if you have not done that, you have to make sure that you double click the Fibonacci, go into the tool, go to the settings at the bottom, and press fib levels based on log scale. Okay? So I almost guarantee you that's going to fix your problem. All right, so I'm just going to give him a second to comment and make sure that that was in fact what was going on. Congratulations from Lucid. Hey, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Lucid. Yeah, buddy. I missed some. So we think GME pops end of January, early February, roughly 100% drops back, and then boom booms, or the 100% gain is the boom. All I know is stock go boom. I don't know percentages. I'm actually regarded. So SPY is fucking booming off of that low is what it's doing. Da 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 da. All right. Interesting spot that it bounced off of, but okay. Fucking ridiculous SPY. It's a piece of shit. So, DWAC. So, people had things on DWAC. Okay, so Burke Kelly says, yes, none of those were set. Thank you. Trying to learn TradingView still, buddy. Not a problem whatsoever. That's what I'm here to do, is try and help you guys learn all this stuff. So, the log scale plus the Fibonacci set on the log scale is a really, really important thing that you got to make sure that you guys have done. These are my fib levels, so screenshot that, put them into your own things. I don't give a shit what you do, okay? But this is how I set up my fibs, and then this is how I set up the bottom of my settings, okay? All right, so somebody asked for DWAC. Who was that asked for DWAC? Robert. Nope. Nobles. All right, Nobles, buddy. So DWAC. So we're going to go on to the daily time frame really quick here, okay? So Jackie had talked about how the potential for $65 was very much possible, okay? Now, what we've seen subsequently so far is a pretty deep rejection, right? Now, you got to put it into the context of everything, right? The context is that this thing is beginning to uptrend. You've got higher lows and higher highs, right? So anything above this low, back down here at $16, $17, right, is still going to be a higher low within the context. So now you need to start looking at the potential retracement and the strength of that retracement. How do we do that? We draw a fib from the low to the high. Then we ask ourselves, where's price in relation to the Fibonacci's? Well, so far, you've broken that 236. And if that holds, okay, on an hourly time frame, if this hourly candle holds and open and closes, which it's doing right now, below that 236, that is going to confirm that this is in fact a local high. Okay? So if this is a local high, what we need to do is go in search of the next low. And how do we do that? Well, we use Confluence and a variety of technical analysis. Now, what I would say to you is there's a couple very interesting developments taking place, right? you have a golden pocket from this low to this high, which is aligning right here. That also aligns with a macro area of support and resistance as highlighted in white. It also just so happens to align with the mega macro Fibonacci retracement from the ultimate high to the ultimate low. So you can see that we have a confluence of 1, 2, 3 very heavy technical artifacts all the way down here to 21 bucks, right? $22, $21. So what I would say to you, right, is at this stage, it's fair to ask, could we see it retrace all the way down here and find support before ultimately going and heading towards that $65 target? That is entirely possible. And why is that? Look at all of the layers of support that sit at this price action right here. You would not only do that, but you would fill a gap that you've left right here. Right now, you'll ignore this gap, obviously. But this has so much technical support as opposed to anything that you see in between it, right, that it makes a ton of sense that this might retrace all the way back down before ultimately making the big push up. Okay? Now, again, with all that being said, this thing is currently trading at $39, and on the week, it's currently up 47%. This thing has momentum through space right now. Okay? Now, you guys know that I don't ever get political. I'm never going to get political, but this is the one time that I'm going to talk a little bit about a politics thing. Okay? So Trump, all right? Trump won the Iowa and the New Hampshire Republican thing. Okay? So he's going to be the Republican nominee. That's pretty much obvious at this point. What news event didn't happen that I believe has caused this steep decline in share price so far, okay, is Nikki Haley won 40% of the votes. Now, while not winning the entire thing, winning 40% against Trump is very, very, very significant. And so far, she has decided that she's not going to drop out of the presidential race. Because she didn't drop out of the presidential race last night, everyone was expecting that she was going to. So when she didn't, it was technically, okay, I'm doing like the air quotes thing. It's technically a bullish sell or a bearish sell the news kind of event, okay? The news being that Nikki Haley didn't drop out when everyone expected. If she had dropped out last night, Trump would have been, okay, the very clear candidate for the Republican race, and this thing would have just kept pumping. But she didn't drop out. So I am imagining a scenario in which over the next couple, let's say, days to weeks, the DWAC comes all the way down here. And when it comes down to here, for some reason, that's when we're going to get the news that Nikki Haley is dropping out of the presidential race. And not only that, but she's going to endorse Trump. And if she does that, it's going to bounce off of this and it's going to fucking full send to 65. Now, just to, again, put this potential gain into perspective, okay? It's potential 192% up while risking 10% down with a 19-to-1 risk-reward ratio. So, in my opinion, it makes more sense to be patient and let price come to you. If it doesn't come to you and Nikki Haley drops out of the race and this thing goes fucking crazy, it's just going to bounce here and it's going to hit the $65 target anyways. So if you're not already in this, yeah, you're not going to make a trade. And that's fine. You'll find something else to trade. If you are already in this, I'm almost certain that this thing is going to touch $65. Right? I'm almost fucking certain of it. So if that's the case, you know, like, you've got the scenario, both bullish and bearish, right? And what you want to see hold going forward. But there is a world in which this thing literally just peaked out at $58 and comes all the way back down to fucking 22. So just be aware of that, okay? So again, I'm not saying that that specifically is going to happen, okay? I'm just saying that there is a load of technical artifacts that make sense that if price did come all the way back down here, that this would present a very significant long opportunity. SPY finding a little bit of resistance. right at that 382. That's not good. 382. Oh, okay. So 382. It might even come all the way up here and try and reject up here first. We'll see what happens. But SPY very likely to come back and fill this gap. If I remember correctly, there was actually a signature that I had yesterday that was telling me that it was going to, but maybe not. Maybe that was on ES. There it is. Boy, that's a long fucking way down. I don't know why it's up here. It shouldn't be. Oh, so we'll just set that and lock that in. So, yeah, that's a long fucking way down, dude. That's a long way down. Look at that harmonic reaction, dude. That's insane. Easy, easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right. So hopefully that clears the air for DWAC. All right. Fab says, listening in at work, brother. Big congrats on leveling up on YouTube. Yo, thank you, my dude. 100% deserve. You've been nothing but positivity. I am trying. I am trying to bring the positivity train every day. And some days, just like you guys, Jackie has shitty fucking days for no other reason than he's just an emotional fucking dork. So some days I got my good days and some days I got my bad days. But I'd like to believe that a majority of the days that we have are incredibly fun and helpful for a lot of people. And I can just tell you guys personally that I know people made an absolute assload of money shorting IWM today. It was arguably one of the best trades that we have put on so far in the Discord with a live alert and everything to fucking go with it. So, yeah, that was just, I'm just so fucking proud of you guys. Seriously, you guys just, your fucking skill blows me away every single fucking day. I seriously mean that. Your guys' skill blows me away every fucking day. And your willingness to learn and to get back up and to fight again. Seriously, you guys are actual warriors. And I hope to have half as much confidence and half as much strength as you guys do. Because you guys are just, you're genuine, awesome fucking human beings. Every single one of you listening to this, all 74 of you, you guys are genuinely awesome human beings. And I am proud to call you a friend. So, what else do we got on the go? China ship. XPEP just got absolutely ass blasted since the open. I laid this out in Discord for you guys. Very likely to come back down, find the HOP level. Right, we'll see what happens if it does come back down there. Again, I am so fucking bullish on China. I'm almost going to burst a blood vessel. So if Baba bottoms and Billy bottoms and XPEV, like all these Chinese stocks are going to go fucking nuts. Lee, this is posted in Jackie's Plays room. Okay. We got the harmonic completion. We've got the reaction. Now we're likely to get the retrace back to an area of support. So from a risk reward perspective, very, very easy to manage if you want to trade this, right? Very easy to manage this, right? You can set this up at like 2.5 to 5%, right? If you wanted to, right? And then you guys can see 5% to make 40%. And even at its lowest, so profit target 1. So if we just set this up for profit target 1, you're still aiming for 22% up while only risking 5% with a 4.5 risk reward ratio on this trade. So LI also has my attention. Again, this is a Chinese company. So we're hoping that China is going to find its bottom. And if China finds its bottom, right, just like it did with Baba, you're going to see a fuck you move, right? And we're going to see this thing fucking make waves. So you just got to be patient. AMC just getting its fucking shit kicked. I protect everybody, including all of the AMC baggies, right? And I tried to tell you guys back here that you should probably sell your AMC because this is going to get fucked. And then from $6, now it's all the way down to $4. So down a full $2 since Jackie said GTFO, okay? And now since this, when we draw this bear flag and we said GTFO as well, now it's down fucking another almost 30 cents from the highs. Rejected the 236 like the little bitch that it is. It looks like absolute dog ass. Maybe there's like a little harmonic in here, but it still looks like dog piss. I mean, it's very close. So there is a potential, right? This aligns with the GameStop. Isn't that interesting, guys? Isn't that cool? that this just so happens to align with the potential GameStop trade that we've also laid out, right? See how AMC just got to come a little lower. You pop over to the GameStop chart. Interestingly enough, just a little bit lower before it completes that too. Right? You guys see how you use all these things, right? Okay. Am I out of bull? No, absolutely not. No fucking way. Right there. I'm still in it. I'm not going anywhere. No, I love this stock. I seriously think that this thing's going to do something dumb. And I know for a fact it's going to go back to 1370 and 1430. I know for a fact that it's going to go back there. I've got this harmonic completion. I've got all of this bullish divergence. Just the 1 hour just needs to hold this fucking trend line today. And if it holds this trend line, you are going to fucking watch this bitch go. So fuck no, I've not closed out bull at all. Could you take a look at the GME 1 hour chart before close? Thanks. You got it, Chang Chang. Chang Chang gang. All right, I know exactly what you want. I know that you probably just want to see the fractal pattern. We can do that. Okay, I can flash that on the screen for you guys really quick for those of you that want to screenshot it or follow it or do whatever. All I ask, okay, is you don't share this outside of the Discord. You don't share this on Twitter. You don't share this with all of your little Facebook bum buddies. Okay, this is like an in-house thing. All right, because I know this is going to sound like some conspiracy shit, right? But I don't want the hedge funds and all the fucking clowns that are shorting this. I don't want them to know that we know what's about to happen. So I want all of this to stay like with our gang and with our team, because this is very important shit. You're seeing this play out in real time. It's doing it. And one of the reasons this has me so excited, okay, and very few people actually know this, okay? So I was not trading at this current time. I didn't begin trading until 2023. So what people don't know, all right, is about Tesla. And I'm going to fucking freak some people out on this shit, but that's okay. So what people don't know about Tesla, okay, is Tesla actually started playing out the exact same pattern. All right. Now, anybody that is a Tesla OG, all right, any of the Tesla OGs will tell you that they were the first to notice that there was an algorithm on Tesla. Those people that notice the algorithm on Tesla are the very same people that are rich today. And you want to know why they're rich? Because they noticed something about Tesla. They noticed something that nobody else was seeing. And let me show you, because this is too fucking easy. Okay, now I know you guys are looking at this and you're like, Jackie, what the fuck? That doesn't even look anything remotely the same. I promise you, yes, it does. I fucking promise you, yes, it does. Okay, and I promise you that because I know this. Because I watch dudes fuck up hedge funds because of this pattern. Now I'm about to really fucking blow your minds. All right, I'm about to really fucking blow your minds. Watch this bullshit. I'm going to need more space. All right, now I know it's going to be difficult to see, okay? But what I want you to understand, all right, you see this sharp drop section that leads to the bounce, consolidation, and then a big breakout? Okay, that's where I have laid this section of the pattern out, okay? Now, if you'll notice, if I stretch it out from where it actually begun, okay, you'll start to realize that these actually look damn near fucking identical, right? Now, why I am telling you this. Oops, I didn't actually mean to delete that because I wanted to show you something else. Now, why am I showing you this? Okay, let me show you once again. And again, I'm going to blow your guys' fucking minds off of this shit. Are you guys seeing what I am seeing? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? All I want you to know, okay, is I found something on GameStop. I found something on GameStop. That something that I found on GameStop is the same something that people found out about Tesla. Because Tesla is trapped in an infinity squeeze. It will continue to play the same pattern out over and over and over and over. GameStop, absolutely 0%, 100% belief that this is repeating the same thing over and over and over until the fucking thing breaks. And the fucking thing breaks in the same way that this first massive Tesla squeeze did. Big squeeze. Look at the consolidation. You want to get fucking real about it? Sure, let's get fucking real about it. You guys think it's coincidence? I could probably even draw that bull flag for you guys the proper way, and this will really blow your fucking minds. You think it's coincidence that that's exactly where the fucking thing peaked? Huh? You think that that's coincidence? You think that this is coincidence? You guys think that that's coincidental? Because I sure as fuck don't. I'm being silent for a reason. So, guys, I hope that that comes through loud and fucking clear. Tesla squeezed because somebody noticed that it repeated the same pattern over and over and over. Same thing over and over and over again. Over and over and over and over again. I promise you, Tesla and GameStop are not dissimilar. This is the infinity squeeze that everybody talked about and has waited for. And this chart is telling us that we are bordering on the verge of something absolutely spectacular. Potentially life-changing. So I hope it works, because if this works out, holy fucking shitoni. Mind the hourly? Yep. So do that. Do that. Large consolidation. Move this on over. Do. Okay, there you go. So we'll see what happens. Right now into power hour, like I said, I was expecting us to see a pretty sharp move down. Okay, so let's see what happens with regards to ES and RTY, IWM, blah, 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 blah. Look at that. Good thing we took profit on those short-dated IWM puts. Perfectly hit our profit target and had a nice little bounce. It is possible that this could just be putting in a bear flag at this stage. Okay, so you can draw something like this. It's not going to be perfect, but I don't care. And look at something like this, which you'll notice that this profit target is about to align with profit target 2 at the golden pocket. Not coincidence, right? You can see. So it's not coincidence that that's, you know, I'm trying to make a point, but hopefully that comes across. So let's open up the chat box. Let's see how everybody is getting along. iRod says, have you heard of the Aladdin algo? I have, but I try not to get into the algorithm stuff too much because it's just too much of a rabbit hole. So I try and focus on like 99% technical analysis. GameStop is just kind of those one-off interesting things that could produce an insane trade based off of dumbass fractal patterns. I watch fucking idiots like Astro and the Masked Investor and fucking clowns like that use fractal patterns to try and trade every day. And it's just absolute dog shit. But I'll say this, like, we've used that fractal pattern to essentially trade this entire piece of price action for, what, so since November, so December and January, so 2 months. We've been using the algorithm to trade GameStop, and not only did we sell our calls at the absolute tippity top, but we bought puts at the absolute tippity top. So I just, you know, I don't argue with the algorithm on GameStop right now, but just so everybody's aware, I don't ever trade this way, ever. Don't ever do this. Don't ever trade fractals. Don't ever look at other things of price action and be like, oh, they look the same, blah, blah, blah. No. The best thing that you can do, right, is the same thing that we kind of did with NVIDIA, right? And what we did with NVIDIA was we went on to the daily time frame, right? And we built a trading strategy. And we said every time NVIDIA hits the oversold zone, or excuse me, the overbought zone on the daily, it's happened 5 times prior, and every single one of those 5 moves has been successful. You got 41% down, 18% down, 13% down, 65% down, and 10% down. So every single time that that's happened, it's produced a negative bear signal. And now you're doing that exact same thing, right? You're in the overbought territory, right? After a multi-week, absolutely fucking ridiculous mad dash pump, all the way from 390 to fucking 617. 57% on the biggest stock in the market. In fucking, are you out of your fucking mind? This thing is coming back. It's coming back. Okay? No doubts in my mind that this piece of shit is coming back. Does the indicator say anything about it coming back? Let's find out. Not the 1 hour, not the 30 minute, not the 15 minute. The 10 minute does say. That's a shit one. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's still a piece of shit. I still think it's going to retrace. It still aligns with our NQ thesis, which has triggered this macro harmonic pattern. Once I zoom in a bit for you guys. So, yeah. So, if we expect NVIDIA to pull back along with tech, you're going to see SPY, tech, IWM, everything is going to get clippity-clapped. Right? So, just be aware of things like that. Okay, so we came up with that thesis on NVIDIA. Tech is basically NVIDIA plus plus plus. You've completed a bearish harmonic. Okay, there's just a lot of things and a lot of signs that are telling you that shit like NVIDIA and Apple and Tesla and NVIDIA and Meta and Microsoft and Google all going to come back down very shortly. Okay, but again, it's just simply a suggestion. Why I use log scale? Because I trade big boy stocks. So when you're trading shit like, I'll say phase, for example. So on the log scale chart, okay, let's turn off all of the drawings. Okay, this is what it looks like on the log scale. Okay, it's pretty smooth, right? It's pretty smooth. You can see like all the little bits and bobs. Now watch what happens if I turn log off. Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck just happened there? Right? You see how much more volatile the wicks and the candles and everything starts to look? Right? But we turn that log scale back on. Whoa. What the hell? Suddenly, it doesn't look as volatile. Right? So I like to use log scale because things are just smoother. They're just smooth, easy to digest, easy to understand, very easy to just draw from highs to lows and, figure it all out. Whereas when you have not log scale turned on, so you've got what's called linear scale, you can see how much more drastic these moves start to look, and these wicks, and just, price action doesn't really have any sort of, I'll say, smoothness to it, right? There's no smoothness to anything that's happening there. But if we turn on the log scale, suddenly, look at how much smoother that looks. Look at how much nicer and easier it is to digest that information, right? As opposed to this, where shit just, it's like fucking, we're all out of whack here, right? So if we put the log scale back on, we zoom her all in, look at how nice and simple all of that shit looks. Nice and smooth, right? So that is why specifically I like to do log scale. Robert Santiago says, gotta go get the kiddos. Thank you, Jackie, as always. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you, buddy. How long did it take to realize the algo pattern, or when did you first notice? It was something that since the GameStop sneeze had happened, I had been watching, but then I started learning technical analysis, and I legitimately stopped looking at it entirely. And then what really caught my attention was the earnings gap down. Okay, so we had earnings in the middle of this run. And what really caught my attention is that we had already popped as much as we had, right? And so what I did is I went back and I looked and I was like, okay, when have we done something like that where we popped before earnings? Right? And I looked at this one and, it's kind of a pop, but not really, but it is, right? And you see the big gap down on that day, and then you gap down and you just rode right back to the high, right? And then I kept looking and I saw this one. And then I say, well, there's a bit of a run up here before earnings, but it's not really a big one, right? So I'm just kind of ignore that. Then I look at this earnings, no run up. Okay, ignore that one. Look at this earnings, no run up. Okay, ignore that one. This earnings, there was kind of a bit of a run up, right? And so I look at the earnings date on that day, all right? And I see that we actually gapped down, and then off of that small gap down, right, we rose 26%. So I noticed that and I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. All right, cool. This is where things started to get interesting to me. Okay. I noticed two things about this bit of price action. Okay. One, I was looking for the earnings, right? And I saw that we gapped down really hard on earnings, right? You closed here at 21.93. You gapped down the prior day at 19.92. And from that gap down day, that was your fuck you, right? That was huge. Now, what also caught my attention was this. Said to myself, what in the fuck is that? Why is there this from the close here to this massive gap down to a massive rise back up, which leads into this big sale? And I said to myself, boy, that's certainly interesting. Has that ever happened before? And then I scrolled over. And I said to myself, oh, okay, well, actually, we have actually seen that happen before. Okay, and where have we seen that very same thing essentially happen before? Okay, and that same thing that happened before was right here, right on the earnings. Right after the earnings, you gapped down and just made this massive fucking rally. And I said to myself, okay, that's pretty interesting on these big gap downs. They seemingly happen after these big pushes in price. What's going on with that, right? Then I zoomed out a little bit because I got my new computer. Shout out to my amazing, incredible, fucking awesome, beautiful wife. So I got this new monitor and I can see all this crazy shit. And I turned off all the drawings. And I said to myself, whoa. hold on just a fucking ticket. There's something going on here. It looks to me like there are these massive sell-offs that lead into these massive breakouts. And I see this, right? And this is what I noticed. Massive sell-off. Okay, let me remove this just so it's easier to see. Massive sell-off into a huge pop. Right? I say huge pop, that's a big move. Right? And I say huge sell-off, that's a huge sell-off. And then I notice this one, and I'm like, hold on a second. That's another massive sell-off. I measured it. Said to myself, hey, wait a fucking minute. 65%, where did I see that before? Well, that's probably coincidence, right? And then I said to myself, okay, hold on just a fucking minute. If this is worth 65% down, there might be something that's going on here. So then what did I do? Well, what do you think I did? I took this thing and I went to the high from the Ryan Cohn buys and I went to the low. And I said, now wait just a fucking moment. You're telling me that this thing, not once, not twice, but 3 times, made 3 consecutive moves straight down for over 55% loss, then subsequently finds a support and just rips ass? Well, how much did it rip ass? Well, why don't we just fucking do it? 51%. Just call it 50. 55%. Call it 50. 54%. Just call it 50. So now my cogs are starting to turn. Right? Now my brain is going, hey. Hold on just a fucking moment here, bud. There's some weird fucking shit going on here. Okay? And I said to myself, what kind of fucking weirdo shit is going on here? So then I asked myself, okay. You've got 3 numbers that look almost identical. You've got 3 more numbers that look almost identical. There's no way that I'm going to draw from this high to the low that it makes and have those numbers almost match, right? There's no fucking way that that's going to happen, right? No fucking way. There's just no way. And then I draw that, and my pants are fully shit. Because I see a 65% move down, followed by a 50% move up, followed by a 38% move down. I see a 65% move down, followed by a 50% move up, followed by a 36% move down. I see a 56% move down, followed by a 50% move up, followed by another 38% move down. And I say to myself, well, okay, are these not the same thing? And then I said to myself, well, if this is an algorithm on GameStop and it's been repeating, it's probably been repeating since back here. So maybe we need to do a quick look. And then I think to myself, okay, there's no way that I'm going to pull it from this high to this low down there and it's going to be 65%, right? And then I say to myself, there's no way that I'm going to pull it from this high down to that low and it's going to be 65%, right? There's no way. And then I say to myself, okay, there's absolutely no fucking way that this is going to go up 50% from the bottom, right? There's no way. And then I say to myself, there's no way that this is going to go up 55% from the bottom, right? There's no way. And then I'm going to ask the ultimate question. Okay, there's no way that this goes down 36 to 38% off of that high, right? There's no fucking way that that's going to happen, right? And then suddenly I'm sitting there with my pants fully brown and I'm saying to myself, holy fucking shit. After this thing makes its final push down within its algorithm, this thing makes a fuck you move. $160%, 55%, 150%, 70%. So now, here's where the ultimate question comes in. Jackie, how much do you think GameStop's going to go up if the fuck you happens? Jackie, hold my hand. Well, let's just do a little deep dive. The first fuck you was 160. Then it was 50. Then it was 160. Then it was 50. It's 70, but you guys get the point. So if you did 150, then 50. Then 150, then 50. What do you think this one's going to be if the last one was 50? If the last fuck you was 50, and we know that there's either 150 or a 50% fuck you, you already had the last 50. The last fuck you was 50. If the last fuck you is 50, that implies that the next fuck you is somewhere between 140 to 160%. There's 140%. There's 160. Conveniently enough, at the very peak of prior resistance. So am I coming in loud and clear enough? I am not aiming for 30, and I am not aiming for 28. Let me make that perfectly clear. I'm not aiming for that. You guys see my targets on the side. My highest one is right here. For now, I have higher ones, okay, but I'm not showing you them. But I have higher ones, but 22 is my very first target. Just to put this into perspective, and this is not financial advice, from where we could potentially buy to the high gives us 80% Okay? Exactly, nice afro. 20 coincidences, it must be a fluke. Exactly. It's probably coincidental, right? It's probably coincidental that this thing has done it not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but in the middle of a 5th time. I hope this is coming through loud and clear, y'all, because this is crazy. This is actual degeneracy. And if this fucking works, some of you guys are literally going to change your lives overnight. And I don't say that lightly. I don't say that jokingly. I am not fucking with you. And again, we just look at our algorithm, right? Our algorithm is showing everything that we want to see, including tomorrow's potential gap down into a push back up, into the sell the news, whatever fucking thing, into the $12 push. And if I had to show you guys where we are specifically with a date, I would share with you guys that it seems fair to ask if we are right here. Okay? So what does that imply from this point forward? There's the 5% pop that we talked about we might get with the harmonic, right? Then how much further down from that high? 15. Scroll over. Look at where we might take our profit and then reduce 15% from that. I said 15, so let's just make it 15 exact. Suddenly, it just so happens to align with Jackie's explodey box of millionaires. Do you understand, or do you pick up what I am throwing down? Okay? So, I hope that comes through loud and clear. So, we have been on here for how long? We have been on here for 2.5 hours. I think I am going to go ahead and shut her down. I think I've been on here long enough. All right, so we're gonna throw on the old Latits gang. All right. Yeah, guys, this has just been an incredible stream once again. Thank you guys all so much for your super chats and for the donations on PayPal. I haven't even looked at the PayPal yet, so if I haven't sent you a message or anything, I apologize. I'm gonna get on that when I'm done. But I would like to take my DOG to the PARK, but I can't say it out loud because then she'll go crazy. But that's what I would like to do right now. So I'm going to go ahead and shut her down, call her for the day. Look at that massive retracement that we have now gotten. Congratulations to all my IWM gang. I hope those PayPals come in today loud and clear, because that was the best fucking trade we put on all week. That was incredible. We literally caught the top of SPY. Incredible. Once again, just absolutely phenomenal work from Jackie and company. And then that would also imply that NQ probably got a deep reaction. Look at that. Oddly enough. Thank you very much. Jackie is the fucking king. So guys, thank you guys and girls so much for joining us today. Big special shout out to my wife for being incredible and awesome. Really love that woman. So guys, thank you so much. All 71 of you in here. I love you. I appreciate you. You're just awesome. I can't say enough good things about my team and my Discord. So thank you. Let's go through the names. So we got, oh my God, Ghost of Wolfric. What in the absolute tits? Ghost of Wolfric with the fucking $4.99.50. Boom! Boop, 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 boop. Holy cow, you guys are actually fucking insane. Wolfric, buddy, love you. So thank you. You're just insane. Thank you so much, buddy. Wolfric, you're just fucking insane. Okay, so let's say goodbye to everyone. Also, Maple, buddy, for the $5, you're incredible. You really don't have to do that. Save your money, please. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Maple. I love you, dude. You're an amazing, amazing friend. Glad to call you a friend. Thank you so much. So let's say goodbye to everybody. So Luke Bowerman, I know that you were asking 100 times for the Discord link. So I will 30 after the YouTube fees. Yeah, so what Wolfric is talking about is exactly why I want you guys to more so focus on the PayPal donations as opposed to the YouTube ones, because YouTube absolutely gaslights you and takes all of your money, whereas PayPal doesn't do that as badly. So that's why I like that. But that being said, this is the first time that we've done any PayPal, or excuse me, any YouTube donations, because they finally got turned on since I got monetization on the channel. So this has just been, you guys are way too fucking good to me. Seriously, you guys are just incredible. SPY is puking, guys. SPY is absolutely shitting its pants. Should I just stay live? Are you guys all still in here? Should I stay live? 67 people in here. Should I stay live? If people hurry up and spam that I should stay live, then I will. Because IWM is absolutely fucking shitting its pants right now. This is just incredible. I'm about to talk so much fucking shit on Twitter. All right, I'm just gonna wait. Okay, so everybody says they're spamming yes. All right, well, let me just get my shit talk out of Twitter on the way. I just got to get that done. Let me just make sure I get this screenshot all posted up. All right, there you go. Do. Got that toilet bowl treatment. GME is puking. Look at that, guys. As we said, Power Hour puke. Let's fucking go. Come on. This is so fucking insane, dude. We are honestly on fire right now. This is disgusting. Reject the bottom side, right? Reject the bottom side of prior support, which is now resistance, into this harmonic flush. Do not long GameStop overnight. Listen to me carefully. Don't fucking long this thing overnight. I don't give a shit if this thing pumps. Don't long this overnight. It's going to get down here, and then it's going to get down here. That's our time to long. Now is not it, okay? Let price come to us. Everybody's puts, GameStop literally just hit a low of the day, so your puts should be as green as anything, right? So be fucking patient and let price come to you. But so far, there's nothing to complain about. Our GameStop puts just hit a high of the day. They're printing. They're making us money. We're jacked out. We're fucking cracked out, boys. We're absolutely crushing it. God damn. Everybody said yes. Fucking rights, boys. Let's go. So, guys, NQ. So, I posted this harmonic on Twitter yesterday, okay? I also did post this in the Discord like 100 times, but just so you guys know, I posted this harmonic completion this morning on NQ, okay? And I said to you guys that tech, all right, shorting tech, if you wanted to play this, that's the way to do it. So if we head over to tech, okay, take a look at this, okay? Tesla, from the high of the day at 211 is now down to 207. I actually want to open up the broker. And I want to show you that Tesla trade still because that's still going on. I haven't closed it. There's 30 minutes, so I'm going to close it here relatively soon because I am not going to take this into earnings. But if you guys all head to the Discord, okay, and you go into Jackie's Plays Only, okay, and you scroll up, I'm going to comment on it so you guys don't have to scroll up. But if you go into the Jackie's Plays, okay, the very first comment that I'm going to reply to, all right, I'm going to tag Jackie's alerts on it as well, okay? So if you guys click the Jackie's alert for the Tesla trade that I've tweeted to in Discord, okay? One of the things that I had talked about with this particular trade, okay, was taking both the put and the call, okay? And I labeled both the put and the calls that you would do, 220 puts, 220 calls, okay? Now, what I also talked about, okay, so I'm going to open up the broker for you guys. Okay, so with regards to the broker, okay, so these are the two Tesla puts and calls that we had right here, okay? So this is the Tesla 200 put, and this is the Tesla 200 call. Now, what I said to you guys on Sunday and during the week for this Tesla trade, okay? Now, by the way, I'm opening my broker on my phone, and I'm going to manually close this trade right now, okay, because it's profitable for me right now. So I'm going to close it right now. You guys are going to watch these change, all right, and that's going to be me. All right, so what I talked about, all right, and you can search this on the Discord, okay? So if you go, now if you head to Stonk Talk Only, okay? And what you're going to type in on Stonk Talk Only, okay, is you're going to type in, I believe, Tesla 300. All right, maybe you got to type in all of Tesla. Maybe, let's just type in 300, and that should be fine. And then I can search by Jackie, actually. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, sorry, guys. Just give me a second. How come I can't search by who? Okay, I guess I'm going to do that later because it's... Oh, there it is. Wait. Okay, so where did I say that? That's not it. What was the date? Okay, so I guess I did say it somewhere. Where is that? Okay. Oh, right here. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to comment on it for you guys so you guys can all read it. Commenting. So this is in the Stonk Talk room. All right, so I said the Tesla straddle I posted in the plays room is now $300 for the call and $300 for the put. I think this is a great trade for earnings for those who have the risk tolerance. Laid it out in the Jackie Playroom, so worth a check in there. Now, you guys are on the broker, and you guys can see the Tesla puts, right, and the call. So the Tesla call is trading at $326. Okay? So Tesla call is trading for $325. Tesla put is trading for $435. Okay? So the call is trading for $325. And the put, oh, that's not what I want. And the put, okay, the put is trading for $435. Okay? We entered this trade. Okay, so we entered, oh, wow, that's nice of it. So we entered it for a total of $600. Okay? I just closed both of these. There's my fill right there. Okay? There's my fill. This was $325 when I closed this, okay? I closed this for $325, okay? So 765. Okay. So I've wrote it all out there for you guys so you can visually see it. Okay. So we entered the Tesla put and the Tesla call for $300 each. Okay. We bought both of these for $300. Now, the reason that I was telling you guys about this particular trade is because Tesla always gets an IV pump. Okay. Implied volatility is the things that can help juice your contracts and juice the premiums worth more than what the actual contract should be trading for. The reason it does that is because of what's called an earnings IV pump. So typically the stock will move up or down, but even when it moves up and down, the IV is increasing. That IV increasing allows the options contract to also increase with it, even though the trade may not be going in your direction. If you listened to Jackie and you took this trade, super fucking simple, right? You bought both the put and the call for a total of $600. We sold the call for $325. We sold the put for $440 for a total of $765. We minus our total entry of $600, and that gives us a net profit of $165. And you had both a put and a call. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't even have to worry about Tesla going up or down or even trading sideways this entire week. You bought a Tesla put and you bought a Tesla call and you covered yourself for both directions, and now you just walked away without having to go into earnings with all of that risk. You just went and walked away with $165. There is not one single person on the planet that is going to complain about making $165 US in 3 days. Not one person is going to complain about that. So this is why I was really trying to make a point to show you guys this particular trade, because this thing was set up so beautifully for a really nice earnings IV pump that you could ultimately make big money even if it traded fucking sideways. Look at this. It traded fucking sideways, and we made $165. Easy, easy, easy. Now, that being said, I didn't make $165. I made more because what I laid out in the room, okay, was to actually buy the call first, okay, because I thought that we were at support, and I thought that the call would kind of juice, and that's actually what happened. So if we open up the call, okay, we're on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to actually move this down to 1 hour to make it easier for you guys to visually see this. So what happened, all right, is, wow, this thing is really not showing much information, is it? Okay, so ultimately what happened, all right, is we took this call, was it 17th or what was that? That was the 20th. Yeah, okay, so we ultimately took this call at the open, okay, and at the open, all right, this Tesla call was trading for about $370. When we traded and sold it, we sold it. Okay, why is this? Oh, because I'm on GameStop. Duh. Why is it GameStop? Why is it doing that? It should be showing me the Tesla. Okay, that was super fucking AIDS, and I don't know why it did that. But anyways, okay, so back to our regular scheduled program. Okay, so where's Monday? What's Monday? Is it the 22nd? 22nd. Okay, so here's Monday's open. Okay, right here. This is Monday's open right here. Okay, so on this giant candle, we bought the open, right? We bought the open, even though it wicked way lower. Okay, it wicked all the way to $337. We bought the open for $400. If you bought the open for $400 and you got the spike like we wanted to see, you ended up making over $220 just on the call side in 30 minutes. Okay? And then what some people did, all right, was going back to the chart here really quick. Some people sold their calls on the touch of this trend line and then flipped to the puts. Those puts, when we flip to those puts, okay, when we flip to those Tesla puts, again, on that same Monday, okay, so this is Monday, when you flip to those puts hit a low when you flipped of 166 and hit a high in 4 hours of 423 or over 150% gain. Some people listened very closely to what I was telling them, and they took this call and they went out, they took that call and they made all that money on the call, and then they sold the call, they flipped to the put, they took the put at the low, and when they took the put at the low, they sold it at the high and made over 100% gain on both the put, and then they made over a 50% gain to 100% gain on the call. I was trying to stress to you guys about this trade because it felt like free money. And ultimately, that's what it worked out to be. You can see the Tesla call now, 335, 445. This is a total net profit of $180. You still have 15 minutes before close, and you're profitable by $180, and you're holding both a call and a put. Are you a genius or are you a genius? Because you sound like a genius. All right, so let's head back to the main screen. Let's open up the YouTube comments. Let's see what everybody's got to say about that. All right, I'm trying to change the screens. I'm trying. All right, so cool. So we're back on our regular screen. Let's see if there's anything interesting happening. IWM again hit that profit target and just bounce back. SPY probably the exact same fucking thing, I would imagine. Gotta zoom in because there's so many fucking fibs. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty fucking bounce off of that low. Not surprising. Still didn't fill that gap. And that's pretty funny. So, all right, well, there are 57 of you guys in here. I think I've gone over what I wanted to go over with regards to all of these stocks, all of this money that we've made today. So now I think we are ready to shut it down. So I wanted to stay live just really quick. That was good that we did that Tesla, go over the Tesla thing, because that was a really important trade and straddle that I wanted to explain to you guys. So hopefully that made sense for you guys, and how you can use a straddle to your advantage into earnings without having to directionally pick a move. I am not long and I am not short into Tesla's earnings tonight. Okay. Now I laid out the plan in Jackie's Plays room. Okay. And I said as much. Okay. Tesla has gone down in the last 4 earnings. You've gone up 11%, down 10%, down 10%, down 9%. And of Tesla's last basically 3 years worth of earnings, there's only been 1 earnings in the last 3 years that have not made at least a 5% move or greater. So if you're going to hold that straddle overnight, right? You're hoping to get to 220 or worse, which is way, like you're perfect, right? That's 5%. You're expecting way more than that, right? So you're going to be in the money on that one. And if it goes, let's say 5% up is also going to get you almost in the money. Now, what I laid out in the Jackie's Plays room, okay, is that the expected move is 7%, okay, 7%. So what you do is take this and go 7%. Then you say to yourself, okay, 7% is 193. My 200 puts will be deep in the money if this works. Great. That's awesome. If I want to long the calls overnight, what's 7%? 7% gets my 220 calls in the money. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. This is as easy a potential earnings trade as you may ever fucking get. And I genuinely mean that. I'm not saying to take this trade. Okay, lots of people already have and are already out, myself included. But if you have the balls and you want to fucking do that, you already kind of know the plan, right? So that's what I will say with regards to Tesla. Is there any other interesting earnings that are happening today? Where is the weekly earnings? So Briefo is asking who's going to YOLO Tesla earnings today. I really got to turn off the chat on the earnings thing. I really got to do that eventually. So at the bell today, we've got Tesla earnings, IBM earnings, United Rentals, Seagate, and ServiceNow. So nothing really, nothing crazy. Dow, one of the stocks that I had you guys do some practice trading on, they have earnings at the bell tomorrow morning. So not overnight, but they have earnings tomorrow morning. So we'll find out more information about that. Yeah, guys, that's it. I really don't think I have too much more that I can add for you guys. So, yeah. Okay, so let's say goodbye to everyone. So nice afro, Ano, Saputza, Andre, Daryl, Maple, Saputza, Dave, Luke Bowerman, Esbar, Crazy Chris, Burke Kelly, Restarted, James Cater Racing, Nice Afro, Drew, Chang Gang, Jay Fern, Gene Kowal, Ghost of Wolfric, love you, buddy. You're a fucking warrior. Benedito, Wild Will. I always see that dude in here. This dude's fucking cool, man. I like that guy. My sexy, awesome, super cool wife. Who else do we have in here? Villains. Waz. I gotta remember that. Waz. Cold Grape Sodas. Egg Jimmy. James White. What if it's James Black? Irod. Robert Santiago. Baz. Drew. Nobles. Chang. Tortilla Jackson and Lucid. Deftones. FS Scrub. Still just going through all these. I'm trying to catch up to everybody's little things here. Make sure. Moon Artemis. That's my boy. That's my big dog. Who else? I think, and Vivek Mano. So Vivek Mano, I just seen his comment where it says, yikes, you'd be down 10% already. And that was with regards to the option stuff that we were talking about. So it's good that you guys recognize like what's kind of like what I'm trying to say about with these options and trying to, make sure you get filled closer to the bid than you do at the ask. So it's great that's coming through and that you guys are picking up on that. So that's awesome. So yeah, super late to the stream today. Oh, Bryson Pope, what's going on, buddy? I'm just about to shut her down, man. Very sorry. We're just at the end here. We've been going for almost 3 hours. There's 10 minutes until the final bell. I guess I could just, I guess I could stay on, but I probably should jump in the Discord and just say hello to everyone and make sure everybody's doing all right. So I am going to close it down before the end of the bell, and then we'll say our goodbyes to everybody in the Discord, and then we'll plan for tomorrow. All right, but guys, thank you guys all so much. What I should do is actually open up the super chats and make sure I say thank you to everybody that sent in a super chat, because that was just, you guys are incredible. So let's open it up here. So Maple with the $5, Wolfric with the 50 bomb, Benito with the 2 bomb, Maple with another 5 bomb, total of $10. Oh, look at this. And he also sent in a $20 donation, a $30 total from Maple. You're an insano. Nobles with the $5, Robert Santiago with the 20 bomb, Waza with the 20 GBP bomb. You got Esbar with the 4 bomb, Moonlander with the 10 bomb, Dave with the 20 bomb, Saputza with the 5, Robert with the 5, and Deftones with the 5. A triple 5 bomb. Just absolutely sexy and beautiful. Isn't it sexy and beautiful? You love those fucking sexy bombs. So that's awesome. You guys are just way too fucking kind to me. I just can't believe how much you guys show love and appreciation. That's just holy fuck, you guys are just so amazing. So Bryson, what you think about Tesla? Oh man, you literally just missed it. But because you asked so nicely and you showed up, so I'll share my shitty opinion with Tesla, and this is not for you to YOLO on, okay? I think Tesla's going to dump. I think Tesla's going to get absolutely fucking slaughtered. I personally think Tesla's going to come down to here. I don't know if it's going to happen specifically on earnings, but I could see a scenario where this thing gaps down to here, somewhere in this ballpark, and then maybe pushes lower into the target. But that's just my opinion. Tesla has really been struggling. That's why they've been dropping the price of their vehicles down. Some people are going to be like, well, what about the Cybertruck and whatnot? They haven't sold any of the Cybertrucks. Like and even if they have, none of the Cybertrucks would be reported on this quarter's earnings. But I'm just telling you now, they haven't sold any of the trucks. So all the truck hype doesn't mean jack shit for this earnings. Okay, so hopefully that's clear to people. And if you've been following Tesla, the EV sector in America has been absolute dog shit. It has been absolute dog shit for the last probably 3 months. So I don't see a scenario where Tesla comes out of this smelling like roses. I feel really confident that this thing is gonna fucking flush, and it's probably gonna flush pretty fucking hard. Okay, but you know, my opinion doesn't matter for fucking shit until the earnings actually happens. And anyone can sit there and say, I think this is gonna happen for earnings. And then if it happens, they get to hop on Twitter and fucking brag about it. Okay? I'm not saying that I know that this is going to happen. I'm just simply stating to you that I think, using all of the best analysis that I possibly can based on what I see with Tesla, it seems really obvious to me that Tesla is going to die. And I think Tesla is going to die because I really think sales have been tremendously bad. I think the EV market in America is even worse. And so, you know, I look at companies like Lucid at basically all-time lows. I look at things like Mullen, basically at all-time lows, which, by the way, some people's favorite fucking favorite waves slash airplane guy said that this thing's going to 600. That was here. So good job on everybody getting bag held at fucking $18, now all the way down to $6. So that was a hell of a call out by that guy. Not going to name any names, but really, really nice call out for that one. Got all of his followers bagged out on that one. So listen, I'm looking at the EV sector, and the EV sector looks like absolute dog shit. So, you know, that's really all I can say about that. And then Sebe says, could you please take a look at Walmart? What the fuck? Okay, who just sent $150 on my Coinbase? If you're in here, say your fucking name. Cause oh, Daryl, 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 Daryl with the fucking 150 bomb. Yo, yo, you're fucking crazy. Let's fucking go, Daryl, my boy. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. I just saw the little buzz, and suddenly my Coinbase is going crazy. I got Daryl in the comments telling me he's donating fucking fat stacks. Daryl. That's my dog. Daryl, my new dog. Daryl, if you're in Discord, buddy, can you send me a DM on Discord, and I will change your name or change your information or membership on the Discord. I'll change that to an OG on there for you so you can get a couple more things opened up on the Discord. And then all of the new guys in here, for the most part, I have basically set it up so most of you guys are everyday traders now. So with the exception of a couple of new members, most of you have that everyday trader status now. So you can open up and I'm assuming he means NVIDIA. Walmart. Okay, so I got to look at Walmart. And then NVIDIA is puking from that high. That's encouraging. Minus 2% already, down from 630 down to 615. So that's not a terrible move. I genuinely expect something like this. Like I think that this actually is possible, just for the record. But it's probably safer to aim for something like that and test that 50 daily moving or 4-hour moving average. Excuse me. Where's the daily in all this? Because maybe the daily is actually a better profit target. So yeah, maybe you set something up like this. You know, that probably looks okay for now. I would assume IWM is getting shit on still, hey? Yeah, it pretty much is. IWM basically at lows of the day. That's awesome. VIX is trying. SPY almost, I think it did almost fill that gap, didn't it? It's very, very close. So we still have a very small technical gap, but it's probably going to close in the last 2.5 minutes here. So Walmart thinks it's going to puke. This is a lower high for the first time within this trend. That is certainly of interest, because you basically done nothing but make higher highs and higher lows here. And now not only did you make a lower high, but you've actually officially made a lower low. So it wouldn't surprise me actually there, buddy, who was asking about Walmart, that you could see this thing actually see a pretty significant flush, which would be surprising. Very, very interesting. Good, good eye. Good eye on that one. Good sir. Really good eye. So probably divergence maybe. Oh, there's a little bit and a rejection of the bull zone. MACD about to curl and cross. Yeah, dude, Walmart. That's a good eye. Definitely looks like there's some good opportunity. What I would say to you is if I was going to short this, I would pop over to my SPY sectors and I would open XLP because XLP is the consumer staples. So XLP holds everything from Walmart, Costco, all of that bullshit. And what I would say to you is, boy, oh boy, doesn't that look juicy that it just dropped this diagonal trend line that it's been following since back here in, what is this, October 6th. It has followed this trend line since October 6th. And now for the first time, you're breaking below that trend line off of multiple touches of bearish divergence. You, good sir, who said shorting Walmart seems like a good idea, you, good sir, I believe are bang on the fucking money. Excellent, 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 excellent eye. Honestly, really well done, sir. I will caution, okay, that my indicator is flashing a signal that price could return on Walmart back to here. Okay, so there's 30 seconds left in the day, guys, so listen to me. Get those profits locked in. Get those trades off the table. Make sure you make money. We don't lose money on winning trades. So make sure you take some of that money off of the table, right? We've done incredibly well on the SPY short. We did incredibly well on the IWM short. If you shorted anything tech related because of the harmonic on NQ, you're almost certainly doing well. Guys, the GameStop puts as well, our GME puts we're basically at the low of the day, still breaking down from the bear flag, absolutely zero concerns. We're still targeting everything within that pattern. So guys, ding, 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 ding. All right, guys, so that's it. That's it for the day. We're done. We managed to make it all the way through the day. We've been on for a little over 3 hours now. So we made it through the rest of the day. We got Daryl's fat fucking donation in. That was incredible. By the way, guys, Daryl is Chief Poo Water on Discord. One of our newest members. What an absolute beauty that guy is. He's been an awesome addition to the team. Really happy to see him and all of the new members, in fact, with our team have just been, you guys have been incredible additions. I had real concerns about opening up the Discord to people, and I'm just blown away with how awesome you guys have been. Every single one of the new people has been a blessing, except for whoever that P guy was. You guys remember the fucking P dickhead. P World, I think was his name. Fucking dickhead. But yeah, okay. And then I saw Bryson Pope and Seve with 2 10-bomb donations. Thank you very much, boys. Much appreciated. That's just, you guys are actual insanos. Actual insanos. So what I want to do is open up the final screen. Make sure we get ready to say our goodbyes. So I'm just going to open up my YouTube channel, and I'm going to open up the super chats, so I make sure that I say thank you to every single one of you that donated. So Seve, Bryson, Maple, Wolfric, Bananito, Robert, Nobles, Waza, Esbar, Moonlander, Dave, Saputza, Robert, and Deftones. Guys, you guys are insane. You guys are actually insane. Just from opening that up, we've eclipsed over $300 in donations so far today. So I'm at a loss for words. Like genuinely at a loss for words. You guys are changing my fucking life. I don't have anything else that I can say. I'm straight up. I'm almost gonna fucking cry because I seriously I can't thank you guys enough. you guys, are changing my life. You guys are making my life and my wife's life drastically easier. And without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be doing this stream. I wouldn't be helping people. I wouldn't be in the position that I find myself in without every single one of you. So that's why I try and make a point to say to all of you guys, thank you so much when you guys send in the donations. Wow, yeah, it's incredible. You guys are just, guys, cheers to you. Cheers to you guys. You guys have forever impacted my life. And you guys have made it that I'm able to do this stress-free and not worry about my bills at the end of the day. You guys have, fuck, dude, I don't even know what to say. You guys are just incredible human beings. You're as genuine and as authentic and as fucking awesome as they come. So I hope every single one of you guys listening and watching today know you guys are some of the greatest fucking people I have ever met in my life. And I look forward to the day that I'm a millionaire alongside all of you with a big meetup in Miami, drinking fat fucking strawberry daiquiris. Not virgin strawberry daiquiris either. Straight up alcohol strawberry daiquiris. Sitting on a fucking beach with a whole bunch of people with shirts on that say Tits Gang. There's nothing that gets me more excited than the idea of all of us headed to Florida and having a day in the sun. So guys, seriously, I love you all so much. Thank you guys so much for what you have done for me and my family. I hope that I can continue to provide help in any way that I can. And okay, so I am seeing Tesla. Somebody's talking about Tesla. Sheesh! We're going down, down to the Lydia Brown. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with the bullet. A loaded gun complex. Texas is Fox's. So I'm not gonna, get excited about the initial reaction, but you guys listened to me on stream no longer than literally 10 minutes ago tell you that I'm pretty sure Tesla's gonna miss, and Tesla's probably gonna get fucked. So far, that's the 7% move, right? Our 200 puts, that's what we have. So this line that I'm gonna draw across, okay? This is where we don't want to see price above, okay? So long as price stays below that line, any of those 220 puts that we're holding are going to print and print so fucking hard, it's going to be insane. But so far, so good. Not an unexpected reaction. We do obviously have, you can't just watch the first 1 minute and say to yourself, okay, Tesla's fucked. Like, we've seen this lots of times, right, where it sells off, bounces, and then just fucking full sends, right? So this means nothing until tomorrow morning. But so far, very, 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 very good for anyone that listened on the Tesla straddle trade. I'm willing to bet you that those puts that you bought for $300, okay, your calls are going to exit for $300. The calls are going to be dead, okay, so that's going to be minus $300. But if these puts open below 200 tomorrow, which it certainly looks like it's going to, if these puts open up and the price is below $200 tomorrow, those puts are going to be worth, if I had to guess, somewhere between $900 to $1,200, okay? Which would give you a total net profit on this trade of over $600 potential dollars, okay? So once again, we have to wait till tomorrow. We have to see where it actually opens up. There's still the earnings call. There's still all of the fuckery that's going to happen after hours, okay? You guys can't even see my screen because I didn't even fucking turn it on. But it's fair to ask, right, that as long as you hold below this blue line that I've marked at $200, if price opens below that $200 mark, I have a pretty strong indication to believe that the puts that we held, okay, through the earnings call, those $200 puts should be worth anywhere from $900 to $1,200, which would give you a total net profit of somewhere between 300 to 900 total dollars. And all you had to do was buy a put and a call. That's it. And I gave you the strikes, which was not financial advice, but, you know, it worked. So cool. But yeah, okay. So I hope that that makes a lot of people happy because that was fucking radical. So Ghost of Wolfric asks if I held the puts that I bought from when we originally shorted. I did not. I closed out everything that I had back here sometime. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. I closed them out on Monday at some point. I'm pretty sure it was like right here. Or was it? Where is it? Was it? Yeah, right here. Somewhere in here I closed those puts and they made 200%. So I did not hold them. It probably, you know, it would have worked obviously really well if that continues to hold below $200. But yeah, I don't know. I thought the straddle made a lot more sense to just lock in the profit here so you don't have to risk the earnings. But if you did want to risk the earnings, there was a 7% move that was being priced in. And like I said, you know, we were looking for 7%. So we wanted to see Tesla all the way down to 192, which is still entirely possible. Or we wanted to see Tesla to 223, I think is what it was. Right? So 223. So far, so good. The straddle is hitting. If this holds into the open, like I said, your puts are going to just, they're going to be worth just an absurd amount of money. Okay, so Briefo went with puts. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. The whale. The whale took the right side of the trade. Let's fucking go. Discord continues to eat, baby. Let's fucking go. That is so fucking insane, dude. We just absolutely fucking destroyed Tesla. That's just so fucking crazy. Oh, good shit, man. Good fucking shit. Awesome. Good stuff. So, guys, like I said, we just got to wait and see till tomorrow morning to see where Tesla is going to open up because we know that there's going to be a bunch of after-hours fuckery. That doesn't surprise anyone whatsoever. We know that it's going to bounce around and be a fucking total cuck. But basically all you're waiting for now is the earnings call. Once once Elon fumbles the earnings call, you'll probably watch this thing continue to sell off for the entire time. I don't think there's anything that Elon's going to say that helps pump this thing even close to break even again. So we'll see what happens. But if that holds into tomorrow, the puts are just going to be worth unholy amounts of money. So we'll see what happens. But guys, yeah, I genuinely think that I am done now. I think I'm done. Okay, I think we've got it. Yeah, Wall Street Bets was on calls. That's because they're all a bunch of fucking idiots. So yeah, you're absolutely right. That was the immediate put signal. Good job. Just 30 minutes ago that Briefo bought those two. God damn. Good work, dude. That's awesome. He's a whale, so he's gonna fucking clean house for sure. So yeah, guys, Walmart, Nvidia, I got to those two there for you. Thank you very much. So guys, that's it. That's all I've got. So thank you to Bryson and thank you to all you guys who stuck around here. Just watching this last little bit for the Tesla earnings. That was fun. So we'll see what happens if this holds. You know, again, this is classic earnings like fuckery. So this shouldn't surprise anyone to see it like do shit like this. Oops. So this isn't surprising whatsoever. This is just, you know, classic market dynamics of bullshit earnings. I really genuinely don't think that that's going to hold. Just between you and I really don't. So we'll see what happens in the morning. So guys, we're officially on the ending screen. Okay, this is the last time I will put this. So Jay Fern says, you've outdone yourself as always, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, my dude. Bryson Pope says, love you. Appreciate that, my dog. So guys, that's it. That's it for today. I am legitimately going to shut it down. It's now been almost 3.5 hours. I've got the Discord to get to, all of the donations to reply to people and say thank you very much for that. And yeah, so guys, appreciate you. Thank you so much for all tuning in. We got more money to make tomorrow, so let's go out there and let's go fucking crush it. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Ending screen, take 4. Yes. Yes, wifey, that is correct. Ending screen, take 4. You know, sometimes I can't help myself. So thank you guys all so much. I love you guys so much. The wife says have some lunch. Fine. Maybe. Holy shit, I get to make tacos tonight. Oh, we're celebrating tonight, baby. Let's go! I get to make fucking tacos! Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. What an amazing day, dude. This is just like top grade. This is a 10 out of 10 day. All right, guys, that's it. We're finally done. Saputsa, love you, buddy. Lord of Lulz, thank you. DSM, thank you. Dave says walk the pup. Yep, let's get on that. Let's go have some lunch. Let's go walk the pup, and then let's go plan for tomorrow. So love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've got the biggest fucking smile on my face right now, if you could see it, because I'm jacked about tacos. So thank you guys. Appreciate you. Love you. I'll see you in the Discord tonight. We'll go over a couple of things in the Discord before open tomorrow. And yeah, so guys, peace out. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate all of you so much. Just incredible individuals, all of you. Love you. Jackie out. Tits out.